Hi, wonderful people, and welcome to Creative Crits. No laughing at me. No laughing.
was laughing at me. I didn't get it on the 20th time, and I was like...
Well, we are here for episode 10 of Kal'add. It's episode 10, right? I think that's the case. However, we have a very exciting game for you tonight. But first, just to go over some housekeeping stuff. If you are part of our Discord community, that's awesome. I'm sure you're enjoying it. If you're not part of our Discord community, we have this wonderful Discord that we not only have games that are played within our Discord, we have a meme gallery where you can interact with the rest of us, and there's this really cool thing that we do called Ship's Crew, where you get to make a character and be part of the crew of this ship that we are in currently, and you get to play along with us in the game that we're playing right now. Besides that, if you are finding us on YouTube or TikTok or Discord or Facebook or wherever you're finding us, if you don't mind following us or subbing or giving us a like, depending on which platform you're finding us on. Besides that, our next game is Yop on next Sunday on the 20th. To give a little recap, last time on the High Seas of Kal'add, in the pirate haven of Ianzaris, the crew found Solarm's former partner, Luna, dying of a necromantic wound. A wound given by the dread pirate lord Longneck. The crew left to confront Longneck and retrieve the stolen lifestone. Captain Bellybones made the acquaintance of a suave bullywog named Lookin' Good. Using Mr. Good's influence, the crew was able to meet Pirate Longneck, and they would gain his favor if they brought him the heart of the titanic devil shark Otodus. Armed with a large cannon and new enthusiasm, the crew set sail to fulfill Longneck's task. It wasn't long before several maladies came upon the crew. An abundance of rats, some small creatures in the water supply, and some odd itching something that was spreading around the ship. If you, for those that are part of our Discord community, they have been discovering little details of what's been going on the whole time in between last game and this game. The crew quickly found Otodus and was betrayed by Lookin' Good, that fired the large cannon and blew a hole in the shark, enraging it, and quickly left the ship as he blew holes in the side of the ship. He left, before he escaped, he proclaimed, "We will let the tide decide your fate," and quick sabotaged the ship and left. Now you find yourself the target of the wrathful giant shark Otodus as he attacks. However, first, Solarum, you swung and you tried to
try to knock him out.
Knock him out.
Yeah.
He was able to escape, but as you look around at your feet, you see a compass rotating around and coming to a standstill at your feet.
I snag it.
Grab it. That's that thing he was looking at constantly last time. He was like taking it out every 2 seconds. What a bum. I just want to say I never thought he was cute. Just putting that out there. Not like some captains.
Nope.
No, you definitely thought he was cute.
I thought he was looking good for a toad.
Ha 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 ha.
I think
Still can't believe that.
Harley's gonna quit if we keep up the puns.
I'm done. I want to go. No, just kidding.
Your screen just goes black.
Right.
So, Otodus launches himself out of the water and starts ripping the sea asunder as he's plunging towards you.
Approaching the ship.
Would you go ahead and give me initiative?
Initiative! Oh my god, we're gonna die. Oh god.
My initiative was
Guys.
What, did everybody roll something good? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, the best. You know me. I roll great.
I rolled great.
I got an 11.
Okay. You got an 11?
Ooh.
I got 8.
17.
Ooh.
Go.
I got a nat 1 plus 4, which is 5.
Oh.
Ouch.
I was really distracted by this compass, guys.
You guys can't
Yeah.
see this. Like, I'm sure you guys can't, but like, he has these cards in front of his DM screen that like help him keep initiative order. And just like the ones that aren't us is this one is deadly, something that will kill you. This one is deadly also.
Yeah, yep.
I love that.
So like that's
And
what
let me
I get
guess,
to
they're all
see.
stacked before us, right?
Yeah. It's actually not too bad. It's actually not too bad, but
Not
still.
too bad.
I just don't know what I'm doing, so that's cool.
So, Kaori, you are going first. This shark
Thank
is
goodness.
plunging towards you, and you can see the water just spurt either off at either side as it approaches you. It is clearly heading towards the ship to ram the ship. What would you
Time
like
to
to
one-shot him. Come on.
Yeah, one shot him. Go for it. He doesn't have like 1,000 hit points. Don't worry.
So I think, because you said you weren't sure what you were doing, and so I think I did make a little bit of a plan before, where you were going to maybe be in the water and have support from Mako and Waco, depending on how they're doing. I have no idea. I'm clueless.
Mako is currently below deck.
That's right. He's still
injured.
Yeah.
And
there was another one who could swim that I think was like, I can do it.
yeah, Waco can get out there and swim if you'd like.
Yeah. I just don't want to carry out there alone.
So what I'm thinking is I would like to cast Speak with Animals. And I kind of want to just hear the thoughts of this guy.
Yeah, Otodus. All you hear is just this growl of fury. Remember, Otodus just got a giant hole blown in it. And it's been So I think most of what you're hearing is just and expletives that I can't say on stream as he approaches you as fast as he possibly can.
Can I like say in my mind to Otodus, healing? Like, would you accept healing?
I don't think that he's able to
Understand that?
through. Well,
Okay.
no, I think he might be able to understand if you were talking to him in a calm way that combat hasn't been initiated. But in his mind, it's on.
Okay, so what I want to do then is for my bonus action, so that was my action for my bonus action, I previously, before we landed on the island where we went, I wild shaped into a hunter shark. So I would like to jump into the water, and as I'm like diving in, wild shape into a hunter shark.
Okay, absolutely. So you leap off the deck and mid leap, you transform and land into the water. Bella, you are next.
Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay, so seeing this, I am going to try and get the ship in as best of a position as possible for this fight. Like, get it to where the ballistas are in a good, like, where they don't have to turn as much and we're, like, really steady and stable.
Start moving it over.
Yeah, just...
you can also command Yates if you want to get over yourself, but whatever you'd like.
I think I want to start with that, and then hopefully maybe, like, if I do really good, maybe I can, like, give advantage to, like, Yates' next roll or something like that, depending on how... That way I can get down there.
If you do well on a ship piloting roll, I will allow advantage to the ballista. And the cannons.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to get up to the helm and make my first check. What's in that one?
No. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, man.
So as you start spinning this wheel furiously, you hear a crack, and you're pretty sure that the wheel has been disconnected from the rudder.
No. Okay.
knowing that
Shiza.
somewhere down the line it's going to take a long time to reconnect the helm to the rudder.
Okay.
Riesling, it is your turn.
Wow, they must have rolled like crap. So I am going to run into the middle of the deck, and I am going to kind of like look up and be like, pray really quickly, and I'm going to cast Vigilant Blessing, which is 30 foot around me, basically a bubble of glimmering moonlight pops around anybody in that area, giving them a d6 plus 4 temp hit points at the end of each of their turns, including myself.
Okay, cool.
Am I in that?
So-
Nice.
I don't think
You're
so.
in the water, I believe. Probably not.
Dang
I
it.
would assume. That was the only thing. I was like, oh no, we're leaving Kaori out to dry in the water
Out to
where
dry.
she's wet. Sorry. So that is my action. That's my turn.
Absolutely. Tech crew, are we losing video for people? I don't know. Anyway, so you are healing people. It is Laram's turn.
All right. So at the
End
beginning
of
of
your
my turn, I
turn.
get that D6, right?
Mm-hmm.
End of my turn. Okay. Put that off to the side then. All right. How close is Otodus at this
You
point?
feel like he is maybe 30, 45 feet away, and he's approaching fast.
Okay. So I am going to, I suppose, ready an attack. Trying to think here how I can do this. So essentially what I want to do is if he gets within like 10 feet of the ship, I have my monk ability that'll allow me to like punch him and push him back. So I was gonna try for that. I don't know exactly how I would ready that.
Okay. Well, you could ready that as an action when he strikes the ship, to go
Okay.
ahead and do that. So
Just to
that
see
is a
if I
readied
can-
action.
All right.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
So that would. So yeah, just get up to the prow of the ship, I guess, since it looks like he's coming at us straight on.
Yeah. So he's coming directly at the middle of the ship.
Okay, so he's ramming the center. Okay, so I'll go ahead and head on over to the either left or right
Like
side of the
right
ship,
up onto the
whichever one.
rail, and
Right up
you know,
onto the rail, and I'm just getting ready to jump up and try and punch him back.
Yeah, you hop onto the starboard side of the ship and kind of ready
Okay.
yourself, using the handrails to get yourself ready. As
jump
Otodus rams into the ship, the whole ship gets pushed in the water as it's hit, and you see that Otodus is clearly the head of Otodus fractures a little bit, and blood starts to trickle from its own head as it rams, but you hear the crunch of the ship below decks as the ram as he rams the ship. Go ahead and make that attack roll.
Okay.
Don't you dare start making sad shark sounds.
I'm not
at you.
gonna make sad shark sounds. This is a very angry shark.
Good.
That is not good. That's going to be a 10 to hit. I don't think that is.
Yeah, that will not hit him.
Okay.
So you take your swing, and you are unable to hit him. In the meantime, Jorn is thrown off the deck of the ship, along with several of the other crew members. And yeah, we are going to go back up to the top. As Kaori, it is your turn.
Okay, so Hunter Shark, I'm going to bite.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go at Otodus and bite him. And my so I have something called Blood Frenzy, so I have advantage on melee attack rolls against any creature that does not have all their hit points.
Ooh.
He does not have all of his hit points.
Yeah, he was hit by that cannon thing, wasn't he?
Okay, so I'm
Yep.
going to roll with advantage to bite. I'm guessing 21 hits.
21 definitely hits.
I would hope so.
Me too. Okay, and then let me roll for damage here really quick. So that's 2d8. Okay, that is 13 points of damage.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
So as you guys look around, you've noticed that at least half the crew that was previously on the ship have fallen off the ship and from this blast. Please go ahead and I should have done this the last turn. Give me a dex saving throw.
You're fired, D20.
All of us?
Yeah, all of you.
Don't like that.
Not you, Kaori. You're not on.
Okay.
Not on the deck.
It's really good for me. 24 for me.
14.
14 is enough.
Oh, thank goodness. I got real tense.
I got a 15.
Okay, you're good.
Alrighty. So we kind of wobble, but we keep our feet. Meanwhile, we've got people flying off the ship like fleas.
Oh.
Our poor crew. I hope the tabaxi doesn't go off. That'd be the worst.
Yeah, so what was yours, Lauren?
14.
14. Okay, you're good as well.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, so it is your turn.
Okay. Seeing people going overboard, I'm going to start moving myself down to the parts of the ship that I can start throwing ropes over to try and help people climb up. Throw as many with like the flotation devices on them as I can. But
As we coined in the last game, floaty things.
the floaty things, yeah.
TM, trademarked.
Yeah. So I'm going to start doing that. And if I need to, I will use my bonus action to dash for movement if I need to do that.
For sure.
And then, yeah, just start throwing it out and telling the other people that are on board, if you're not manning a ballista, get the others back on the ship.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Riesling, it's you.
All right, I am going to look down at Otodus on the side of the ship. I'm gonna yell, "Get lit!" And I'm gonna be like, "Wait a minute, I don't actually know what that means." And I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on him.
All right, sounds
So
good.
I'm gonna try to. Is it possible to angle the 20-foot area so that it does not include Kaori?
Yeah. Wow. I mean,
Okay.
it's a very large shark. I mean, it's a, you could probably get a 20-foot area, and then there's probably another 20-foot area of the
Of
shark
him that's just,
not
like,
even.
Outside of it? Oh,
Yeah.
lordy. Okay. So that's a Dex 13 save from him.
Okay. He fails, but he'll choose to succeed.
Legendary resistance.
Excuse you. That's
Okay,
rude.
let's eat it now. Let's eat it up now.
That's true.
Okay.
Yep.
So Lara,
beat
it's
him.
you.
Okay, so I will go ahead and go in for another attack then, trying to get him away from us. So that's going to be that one should hit. That's a 19 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. So it needs to make a DC 12 strength save.
It makes that.
Dang it. Okay. So nothing happens. It does take the 1d4 plus 4 bludgeoning damage as I hit it. So that's going to be 6 damage, and then I'll go ahead and spend a key point to bonus action flurry of blows and hit it with 2 more
Go,
sure.
go, go.
attacks there. All right, that's going to be 13 to hit and a 20 and a dirty 20 to hit.
The first one was what?
It was a 13.
A 13 doesn't hit, but the second one hits.
Okay, so the dirty 20 hits, so that's going to be another 1d4. Sorry, I keep putting it as a +4, so this is +6. So it's going to be 9 damage, 9 bludgeoning damage.
9 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Otodus dips down under the ocean, and you see that him start to dive, and his tail flips up into the water. Kaori, you can see him plummet down towards the depths of the ocean, and starting to go away to the port side of the ship, the opposite side of the ship. And you see Jorn throw some axes into the side of Otodus, and some of the rest of your crew, including Fig making an attack, and it looks like Fig goes ahead and makes this attack, and Wit is flying up overhead, but is unable to make his attack this round. Otodus
DM?
is yes.
So Otodus swam away from me?
He has dived down away from you. Yes.
Is that an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, you can take an attack of opportunity.
Well, I want to bite again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do it.
Okay.
Since you're in the water, I think that's totally fair.
Fudge him up.
Well. No, 13. So he got away.
13 does not hit.
Yeah.
But since you said that, I went ahead and let him get an attack of opportunity from Waco that was in the water with him, since you had told him to be out there.
Cool.
It is your turn again, Kaori. Otodus plummets down below you, swimming probably quite a bit faster than you're able to swim. But you have a feeling that this is not him fleeing. This is him just preparing for another strike.
Is there anybody, like, in the water that is not there to fight? Like, anybody, like, flailing around or...
There's several different crew members that have been knocked off the ship. Ropes are starting to get tossed down off the side of the ship so people can climb up easier. But if you'd like to help them, it would definitely help you guys later.
Yeah, I think, since I don't know if I can reach the shark at least in this turn, I want to collect as many as I can to help get them back to the ship.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a strength check just to see how you can carry, how many you can carry.
A strength check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Start tossing them up like a show at SeaWorld.
Oh, I got a nat 1.
No.
What?
You
That's
eat
the
one.
third one.
So
Someone just
not
goes right
using
down
that.
the gullet.
you're not anticipating the smooth, slicky skin that you have as a shark now. So as you bump up against one of them, you kind of just slide off rather than being able to help push him. Bella, it's your turn.
Okay, are people starting to climb up, or is anybody looking
Yeah.
like they're in particular distress more than the others? Like, anybody look like a drowning victim right now?
Look particularly pathetic.
Yeah.
You feel like there probably are the remainder of them will get up onto the ship by next turn.
All right. Now what I'm going to do is get into Bella mode. I'm very good at things. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the ballistas now. Since most of our crew got knocked off, if there's a free one. If not, then I will, because they're 2-man ballistas, right?
Yes, there are 2-man ballistas and the cannon.
Okay, so I'm going to go to one of the ballistas, if it looks like somebody's lacking.
Yeah, it seems like they're ready and loaded and just waiting to be fired. You notice that there's harpoons that are on them that have these kind of curled hooks so that when they lodge in, they stick. And then there's some ropes attached to them that are attached to the ship so that you can, so that once you hook him, he won't get away.
Or he can pull us with him. I see. So, anyway, I'm going to help man the ballistas and basically as soon as I see Otodus come up, I'm going to help shoot it. So that way we can shoot the ballistas on my held action.
Okay, sounds good.
Or at least one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that is Riesling. It's your turn.
Okay. So buffing has been okay so far. But Riesling is bolstered by the sparring she did the night before with Aiden and Toxa and the Captain Bellabone. She is going to try a frontal attack this time, and she's going to cast a guiding bolt at 2nd level. So fingers crossed. That is a natural 20.
Woohoo! Finally.
Oh.
Riesling's
That
gonna
feels
save
good.
us all.
Nice.
Okay. So it's 5d6. Do I roll that twice? Or do I just double it?
Yep.
I always forget.
Yeah, I think you,
You can-
roll
you
it
can-
twice.
Yeah, you can either double the amount of dice you roll or just double the 5d6.
Usually I double the dice just because
Yeah.
I feel like it's more like if you critical, you should roll a
roll
bunch
as
of
many dice. Like
Yeah.
you should
Like
be able to hold
I
them
know
all
that
in.
like you could just double the number, but it feels good to roll that much more dice.
Alrighty, so here's the first round of 5d6. Alright, that's 11, 12, 13, 14 plus 5 is 19.
Yeah.
Second round.
So you only have the
Oh, I'm so
modifier
grateful.
once, though.
Yeah, there's no
just-
modifier
okay.
for...
Oh, okay.
well,
Just making sure.
yeah, there's no modifier for this. It's just radiant
Okay.
damage.
Cool.
So 19 first round. So I'm just imagining I do it like two-fingered, like pew pew. So
So cute.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 4, 14, 17. So 19 and 17.
Ooh.
Somebody else math that, please.
It's 36.
Alrighty.
Okay, cool. So, as you, a second ballista from Frigg shoots out and launches and embeds itself as well. As Otodus shoots out of the water, would you like to make your
Yes.
ballista attack?
Dude, is it a what kind of check is it?
I believe it's a +2 to
I'm gonna use my pan die. Die hard, don't fail me now.
it's a +6. So it's a +6 on your.
Okay. All right. It's not bad.
I'm hearing good sounds.
So that was a 7. Plus 6. 13. Do I add any of my attributes to it, or is it just
No.
a flat +6?
It's a flat +6.
Okay. So 13.
So it just soars by, but the rope is still attached, so someone can reel it back in if need be. Yeah. Solarum, I believe it's your turn.
Okay, so I will go ahead and, since there's no Otodus to see to attack at this point, or he's like way underwater.
He is above the water now.
Oh, he is above the water now. Okay,
Yes, he is above the water.
All right, then I'll go ahead and check I'll check a couple of darts at him, and see if I can get him.
Okay.
All right.
Eat him. I believe in you.
Dinks. So that's going to be
Turn him into soup.
so it's going to be a 10 and an 8 to hit. So neither one of those. They just bloop, bloop.
We are
Yeah, 10
struggling.
and 8 does
You know
it.
what? We tuckered ourselves out sparring the night before. We really should not have.
Should not have done
Recently,
This was
what,
just-
what did you attack with again?
Oh yeah, guiding bolt gives me
that.
advantage,
Guiding
doesn't
bolt.
Guiding bolt.
Yes, I did the
Yes.
guiding bolt.
Okay.
Yeah, so you do
So-
get advantage on the next, technically on the next hit. So would that have been the ballistas?
It might have been the ballista.
Does that count if it's like a
No, it's-
machined thing?
Yeah,
or
it's
is
the next attack roll made against it.
So we'll just go back to that after Dominic. So
Did-
Okay.
So just another quick question on the advantage. Does he still have fairy fire on him?
No,
He-
he chose to ignore that.
Oh, that's
Like
right.
a jerk. An ugly jerk.
Okay.
Sharky jerk.
So yeah, no, I think the rolls, the initial rolls stand then, because I don't have advantage if the ballista hit.
okay.
So
Yeah, go ahead and give me a second try at that ballista.
Fingers crossed.
That is going to be 2 more on the die. So what was the last one? 15?
15 doesn't hit.
Yeah, so it still,
Oh,
it still
I
doesn't
hate this
hit,
guy.
so it might be Dominic.
So go ahead, Dominic. Give me
See
another.
if you're...
all right.
It just says the next attack roll, though.
It doesn't say the net.
The next one to hit, or is it just the next attack?
It just says
roll?
on a hit, the target takes 5d6 radiant, and it's the next attack roll made against it
Okay. Never
before
mind,
the
okay.
end of your turn has advantage.
Then never mind. Everything still stands. We're struggling.
Sorry.
So
It's
you
not
see
your
Fig and
fault.
Jorn start to reload the ballistas, and get them ready for the next attack. As Otodus, now above water, reorientates himself, headed towards the ship, and starts to swim as fast as he can, headed for the other side of the ship
Oh,
now.
Burn.
Kaori, it is you once again. The shark is coming towards you now on the other side of the ship.
Okay, I'm gonna go towards it and meet it and
Are
bite
you
it.
muted? I can't hear you.
Oops, sorry. I'm gonna go towards it and meet it, like where it's coming towards me, and bite it.
Sweet. Go ahead and give me that attack roll.
Okay, and that's with advantage. Okay, 23.
23 hits it for sure.
Nice.
Okay, great.
Oh God.
Yeah, good. Whew. All right, and then for damage, 15 points of damage.
Very nice.
Ooh, that's a good hit. Yeah.
A lot of teeth.
I just want to let everybody know that Kaori is probably bawling her eyes out as she's biting this shark. She does not want to do this.
Oh, well, it's okay because we can't see it because you're in the water.
Yeah, well, I still feel bad.
No one can tell how
She's-
salty your tears
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
too.
well, I'm making the
Cry in
ocean
the
a lot
ocean.
more salty. A lot saltier today, so...
Well, now I feel terrible. Thanks.
Well, you know what? She wants to protect you guys more than... But this is very difficult for her,
I feel that.
so...
I noticed that. I looked over the side and I'm like, is she crying? Nah, that's salt water. That's the ocean.
Sharks don't cry.
She's got her
Sharks
back.
don't cry!
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think they have
That's
teardrops.
just water that's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the
She's
water
just
streaming
moving
past
so
her, down her
fast,
back.
it just is shooting past her eyeballs. Her
Really,
sharky
the sad
eyeballs.
shark sounds come from Kaori, not Otodus.
But the ballistas have been reloaded by Fig and Jorn, so
Okay.
it's ready for another attack.
Okay. Whew. D&D gods, please. Okay. That's good. +6, it's a 20.
Whew. Nice.
Yeah, go ahead and roll 3d10 for me.
Yeah.
Jeez. 2 times, okay. Nice! All above that. So that's 7, 15, 21 on the dice.
21. You nail this other next harpoon into Otodus as he's charging you, and you can tell that it sinks in deep. And you have another rope attached to Otodus too
Okay.
now. Yeah, so Riesling, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to once again look at him and I'm going to say, I've got it this time. You're not lit. I'm lit. And I'm going to try to cast Fairy Fire on him again. So that's a Dex 13 save from the shark. And if he chooses to ignore it again, I'm going to be very angry with him. And then I'm going to have to pull out the big numbers again. Don't
He
make
will
that
choose
face.
to.
That's 2
ignore
legendary
it.
resistances, though. It's 2.
That's what I figured I would just eat up his legendaries.
Yeah. Use
Wearing
your
them
spells,
down.
eat up legendaries, and then pull
Yep.
the guns.
Yep.
Good try.
Solara, it's your turn.
All right. So he's breached the water again.
He is currently heading to ram the other side of the ship.
Okay, I'm gonna try the attack with the push again.
Okay.
In an attempt to prevent him from slamming into the ship. So I'm gonna try and veer him off course if I can.
Punch him in the nose like you're supposed
Yeah.
to do.
Yep, punching the shark in the nose.
Real
So
life
that's
skills.
gonna be a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, and it needs to make the DC 12 strength save.
Punch him in his stupid sharky face.
That's cocked. So that would be a 24.
24.
That's just
Jeez.
insulting.
I was gonna say it too, and I was
Okay,
like,
okay.
how? No,
The way he
24.
prefaced that, it's gonna be
I had to do math. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
so
all
rude.
good.
So
Rude.
It's all good. Anyway, he takes the unarmed strike damage, so that's going to be plus 8. So it's going to be 8 bludgeoning damage, and then I'll use my second key point of the night to do an additional flurry of blows on that here.
Do it.
So that's going to be 2 more attacks. All right, so that's going to be a 17 to hit and a 13 to hit.
17 hits. The other one does not.
Okay, so that'll be an additional d4 plus 6. So that's going to be 10 additional bludgeoning damage as I
Nice.
hit him, and then just kind of leap back to the ship.
I've been playing too
So
much.
I assume this is like something that you like run and jump off the ship.
Yeah, I
And
drop
like
him and then
fly
I punch,
through the
and
air,
then I
like punch them, and then like you use that
do a
momentum,
backflip.
Yeah, to land back.
It's amazing.
Back
Go
on the
ahead and
ship.
give me an acrobatics check just to see how you land that, because it is a little ridiculous.
I mean, it's monk shit, dude. That's how
Dope
that
monk shit.
works. So that's going to be, I believe, a dirty 20 will allow me to land back on the ship.
A dirty 20 will allow you to land on the ship. However, as you land onto the ship, everyone go ahead and give me that's on the ship, not Kaori.
Oh no!
Give me a dex saving throw, because he slams into the other side of the ship. You feel a crunch, and you see cracks splinter across the deck as he lands his next ram attack.
It's not too great, but I think if I remember correctly, a 14 makes it.
You make it.
Okay.
12.
You make it.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm wearing armor. I'm not going to do so great in the
Don't.
water. I've had one lesson.
Oh, I need another dex save.
Yeah.
Okay, that is going to be 24 total.
Oh, okay.
24
Now you're
makes
just
it no
showing off.
problem. Just a
There's one thing
20,
I'm good
just
at
a
with monks.
24, guys.
Just a 24. That's
You
fine.
know.
However, Jorn is thrown off the ship. Aiden is thrown off the ship. Fig manages to stay on. Aiden attempts to, like, as he falls off, like, make a swipe at Otodus, and he is unable. Otodus immediately afterwards starts to plunge again. Kaori, go ahead and give me an opportunity attack.
Yes.
You're muted.
Yes. I'm excited.
Get him. Get him.
Attack of opportunity. Blah blah blah. 21.
That definitely hits.
Cool. 1 second.
Doing math live.
I
in
know.
front
I
of people.
just
It's okay. I'm covering for you.
11.
There you go.
11
11
points
damage.
of damage. Mm-hmm.
For sure. It is also your turn now as he's starting to depart away from you.
Yeah, I'm gonna bite again.
Give
Okay.
me a 1 2.
Yeah.
Give him a double chomp.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
It's because
Okay.
the tears are lubricating her and making her go like faster through the water.
The
It's true.
spellcasters
Yeah.
are just like picking
I
up the
think
slack,
that's
man.
in the rule book.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm. Yeah. Makes
like
you
a-
more water dynamic.
Double the dice, right?
Yep, double that dice.
Yeah.
28
that's sweet,
points of damage.
Woo!
That's a lot.
Go Kaori.
Yeah, just like no big deal. Just shark on shark violence.
Yeah, just gonna, is this cannibalism that I'm biting?
Is
this?
Yeah.
That is-
Shark
Pop
that
out like
probably
the
is
extra
cannibal.
rows of teeth.
Well,
Oh,
it's a
God.
different type of
I
shark,
mean-
so that would be like if we
I was
were
gonna
eating
say sharks are
orangutans
cannibalistic
or
anyway.
something, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
kind of somewhere
I'm like
close.
eating. Anyways, well, we won't get into that.
Inside, Riesling is hoping that Kaori does not remember and like how much she's eating another member of her same at the time species, and hope she doesn't bring that back when she detransforms. That is what Riesling is hoping.
Just let it go.
I'm
let
not
the
gonna
ocean
all of a
have it.
sudden
Yeah.
gonna want to eat.
Start getting those midnight urges.
Yeah.
Go down for a midnight snack.
Just biting on Riesling's arm and
For sure. Did you want to do anything with your bonus
Nope.
action? Okay. Bella, it is your turn.
Okay. Did the ballistas get reloaded or no?
The ballistas have not yet been reloaded.
Okay.
But
So I'm gonna make a quick how smart is Bella being wisdom check just for me.
yeah.
Just to
Gotta
not
love the
very-
flavor checks.
It's an 8, it's below 10. So okay. He's diving down below.
Yes, he's diving.
Okay. So in that case, I am going to is it an action to reload?
It is an action to reload.
Okay. I am going to reload, and
Okay.
then can I?
Do you have an object interact as a bonus action?
No, I'm not a
Okay.
thief. I'm a swashbuckler, so
Okay.
I only have hide, dash, and disengage.
Just wanted to check, just
Yeah.
in case.
Nope, that's fine. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to reload, and then I am going to get up onto the edge of the ship and pull out my 2 daggers and get ready for when Otodus comes back up.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
Yeah.
jump. Whew, you scared me.
No, not yet.
So you get your daggers
I'm gonna get ready. I'm like holding on to some ropes after I helped reload. So I took 1 action to
Yeah.
reload, and I'm basically preparing
Holding on
because
to
next
some ropes.
turn, if he comes up, I'm gonna jump onto him.
Okay.
You're like,
Okay.
this is-
Yeah. That seems like a Bella thing to
Yep,
do.
yep.
That is a very Bella thing
Yep.
to do. Riesling, it is you.
Okay, I am going to, since I can't reach him, I'm gonna guiding bolt him again, but just at first level this time. You know, no big
Okay.
deal. First
Do you have to
level
be able to
spell.
see him?
Probably. Is how far down is he?
He's probably 60, 70 feet underwater and below the ship currently.
Well, it says it's towards a creature of your choice within range. It doesn't say that you.
I'll say you can do it. It's magic.
Okay, it's 120 feet is
Yeah.
the range.
The range should be fine.
Okay, I mean he's big. He roll big.
He's very big.
He's a chunky boy.
He's a chunky boy. Okay, so that is not gonna hit him. It's a 5 + 5, 10.
Yeah, 10 doesn't hit.
That's because I used it all up for that last 20.
That's okay.
Yeah, it is your turn, Solarm.
All right, so I will be getting. I mean, I can't see him. So I am gonna run to my quarters real quick, and I'm going to pull out the sausages. And,
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
like
try and tell any crew that are still on the deck
Mhm.
to start lashing the sausages to the railings.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
like
we're
the
going
way
to
you
have
think.
that as a backup in case this ship starts to fall apart and go under. To keep
Okay.
us
Even
up.
suggest it.
Maybe a couple of ticks there. I think that would be my turn though, because that's an action to drive. I would imagine that would probably be an action to drive those things out.
Yeah, I think that's gonna take your whole turn, just between like trying to get over there, grab it, and then come
Mhm.
back out. I think that is your entire turn. So you guys see Otodus launch back up into the air. Now again on the starboard side of the ship, the original side that he was on. And he reorientates and starts looking at the ship and getting ready to charge once again. Kaori, it is your turn.
Okay. Sorry,
Shark on
muted.
shark violence.
So I'm still right next to Otodus. Then.
No, Otodus was probably about 60 feet away on the opposite side of the ship again.
He keeps running away from me.
Yeah, he keeps running away, and then yeah.
Okay, and I already did my opportunity attack, right?
Yeah, I kind of gave
Okay.
you one opportunity
Okay.
attack as he escaped.
Okay.
I let
Cool,
you
just
have
making
your
sure.
other attack just because I felt like it was happening about the same time.
Okay, fair. Well then, let's see what my movement is here. I can only swim 40 feet. Well, I guess I could move. I'll just move close to Otodus.
You can always hold your action also.
That's true. Okay, I'll hold my action. That's a great idea.
Okay.
Thanks, DM.
Yeah, I'm here to be on your guys' side.
I don't believe that for 1 second. Nope. I appreciate it.
It's a good sentiment. I like the sentiment.
Bella, it is your turn. Otodus has appeared on the opposite side of the ship than you were looking at.
That's okay. I'm a rogue. I'm gonna see him, and like little like stars will like shink in my eyes as I see him, and I'm gonna be like, I hate feeling useless, and I am going to run over, so use a movement to get to the other side of the ship, and then I am going to try and like. Are the ropes still connected to him? Like, is that...
There are currently, I believe, two harpoon ropes that are in him.
Okay. Is there any way that I could, like, use those to help my jump across? Like, using them to, like...
I don't think that you can use
Like
them
American
to
Ninja
necessarily
Warrioring?
help, but
Yeah.
I definitely think that, like, you know that he's approaching the ship, so you can kind of time that. I will let you... I'll let you give me an insight check to see if you can time it, since you're trying
so
to...
good at insight.
Feel the rhythm of the ocean. Oh, no. Don't have your sea legs?
It's not one on the insight.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
So,
Feel a little seasick.
I'm gonna...
Wait, you're a pirate.
I'm just gonna jump now. I'm gonna give my running jump now.
Okay. You're just going to
Oh,
go ahead and
it's
run
too
and jump
soon.
now.
Yeah, it was an at one on the insight.
Yeah, I think that's what happens. So you run and you jump, and you make it an incredible, like, 15 feet.
I do have the athlete feet.
And as you plunge into the water, right in front of where Otodus is swimming.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm in the ocean.
There are ropes attached to you, right?
No, it was a nat one on the
Okay.
I'm Bella.
Okay.
What?
Is she
Ropes?
gonna get eaten?
Wait, really quick. So with my hold action, when can I do that? Edit.
I assume when he got close enough. He's probably
Okay.
a little ways away from you.
Okay. Dang it,
Um,
Bella.
I still have an
I'm
action,
coming.
Yeah.
I think, because, I mean, my bonus was a dash to jump, and then...
I was kind of taking that as your action. I would let you have a bonus action.
Okay. Okay, that does mess with things, because I was counting on the bonus action dash to, like, move me more. Okay. Well, I get a free disengage against people that I have attacked, I guess. I've attacked him. I'm also a rogue, so I can disengage the bonus action, so I'm going to try and swim away.
You try to swim. I mean, you could dash kind of like sideways.
Yeah,
You know,
well, I'm
the
going to
50
specifically disengage.
Okay.
Because I don't want him chomping me.
Yeah.
That's the important
I
part.
assume that you can get out of like the death zone.
The chomping range.
You know, the
Splash
the
zone.
You figure if it's crushing the ship when he hits, it's probably going to do a lot of damage. So you kind of get off to the side.
Yeah, I'm going to try and position myself like near his tail so I can like climb up him with my little daggers. When I get a
Like
chance.
mountain climbing, just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you know.
oh my gosh.
It's a big shark. and I
Only
got it.
Captain Bella.
Only Captain Bella.
Yeah. So, Riesling, it is your turn.
Okay, are any of the ballistas primed and ready to go? Probably
There's
not.
one that is loaded currently.
Can I run over and try to shoot it?
Yeah, you can absolutely run over and try
Okay.
to shoot it. It's
I'm
plus
like-
6.
The magic's gone, so I'm just gonna do this the old-fashioned way. And so just roll plus dex.
It's just plus 6.
Okay, so roll plus 6. A little luck. Give it a little kiss. That's an 11 plus 6 is 17.
17 hits.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
goodness.
you launch this and it sinks in right next to Bella's last, right in the face of Otodus. Yeah, go
Right
ahead
in
and
the
roll
face.
roll the damage 3d10 for me.
3d10? Oh, good.
Yeah.
I got some d10s out last time because I was going to inflict wounds before I remembered that was a melee thing. All right, so 5, 3, 1. So 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, thank
How's
you.
he looking though?
He looks like he's hardly scratched.
Are you kidding me?
That's great. I love that for us.
Oh my Lanta. I don't like this. I don't like it at all.
Solarum, it is your turn.
Okay, I mean he's up in the air. Yeah, he's out of the water. I'm gonna go ahead and do my pop. Go ahead and hit him. Jump off the ship, and that's gonna be that's gonna be 11s on both of those. I'm guessing neither one lands.
11 doesn't land, no.
Yeah, no. Okay, so yeah, I leap back onto the ship after trying to punch him.
Okay.
Punching sharks in the nose.
You attempt. Do you want to go ahead and give me an acrobatics check to like see if you can like try to bounce off of him in order to get back onto the ship since you're jumping off and trying to hit a moving target?
Yeah, sure.
We say not
as, like,
particularly.
part of the hit is leaping off of him at the end to get back to the ship. That's going to be a 15 to land back on the ship.
I will allow that.
Okay.
Harley, go ahead and give me your held action.
Okay, bite. Again.
Arr, arr, arr.
I have one thing I can do, but I do it pretty good.
But you do it so well.
It's the only thing whittling him down, and then like that critical guiding bolt was awesome.
16.
Don't got many more of those in me.
16 does not hit.
Dang it. Okay.
Okay. Market research.
Yep. Cool. Good to know.
So Otodus again hits the ship, and you see the sides of the walls that were hit before start to cave and collapse in, and water start to gush below deck. As you see that happen, you see a few of the other crew members get back up onto the ship. You see both. It looks like Wit goes ahead and reloads the cannon and gets the cannon ready. Aiden starts heading towards the cannon. They also attempt to try to do some attacks and all miss.
Did
Unfortunately,
the second ballista get to shoot?
the second ballista never got reloaded or shot.
Okay. Does my action expire on it, or does it still just need one more action?
So that one got shot. That one
that was
shot
the one
by
that.
Lauren.
Okay.
So both of them are currently unloaded.
Gotcha.
They both need to be reloaded.
Reloaded. Yep. Gotcha. I'm there.
And you see Otodus start to dip his head and prepare to dive, but he has not started to dive yet. Kaori, it is your turn.
All right, let's do this again. Let's try this again.
Chomp, chomp.
Chomp, chomp. 21.
Ooh. God bless the shark.
Yeah. Okay.
What was that again?
21.
That hits for sure.
Plus 11 points of damage. Or just
Sweet.
11 points. I don't know why I said plus. But yeah, 11 points of damage.
Plus
Sounds
11
good.
points on top of the mean look I give him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's intimidated by that look for sure.
You should be.
We all are.
Bella, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna try and dig my daggers into him.
Okay.
Aim for the eyes.
I am just so I don't know if this is for flavor or if it has to be 2 attacks, but I'm not digging my daggers into and trying to do damage at this point. Like I know that's kind of intuitive, but I just kind of want to use them to help me climb up him. So my goal is to like help me climb. So I don't know if if it would be doing any amount of damage since that's not my intent right now.
I mean, I think it'll do damage.
Okay.
But
I just don't have 2 attacks and I'm trying to climb. So I don't want to like be ginchy about it.
Go ahead and just. I'm actually gonna have you give me an athletics or strength check. And I know you probably don't like that, but
okay.
I want an athletics or strength check to see if you can dig those daggers deep enough into.
Okay. So that is going to be a 14.
I think 14's enough to kind of get it into like a nook. You find like a barnacle or something that's stuck on them and get it in there, but it doesn't do damage.
That's
with
okay.
A 14. But you are hooked and latched onto them. Yeah. Riesling, it's you.
What? Already? Did that ballista get reloaded?
Neither of the ballistas have been reloaded, I believe.
Okay. I am going to change gears.
The cannon is reloaded, however.
Oh yeah, that's what got reloaded. Can I run over to Mr. Good's cannon and try to launch that one?
Okay, absolutely. Give me a. I think that's a +6 as well.
Okay. So hopefully he didn't jinx this. Stupid Mr. Good. Call Mr. Bad now. So that is 11 plus 6, 17.
You're Miss Sassy or Miss
Yeah.
Sass?
I'm trying out the last name Sassy for today. Although maybe today I'll try Fierce since it's a new day. But that's a 17. 11 plus 6.
17 definitely hits. Let's see here. It is go ahead and give me 5d8.
Oh, I gotta dig up some d8s. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Luckily, these are fairly easy. And 5. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Mr. Good. So 5, 10, 11, 14. Sorry, 11, 15, 16, 17 points.
17. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You see, you launch the cannon at him, and it definitely hits him, and it kind of bounces and ricochets, but it doesn't give the explosion that the first shot did.
Lame. Does the cannonball land in the water somewhere near him?
Yeah, I mean, it veers off a little ways, but it's in the water.
Does it float or sink?
It absolutely sinks.
Ah, dang it. Never mind. Okay.
Oh,
That's my turn.
okay. Just for posterity, it looks like Aiden fell off the ship and went ahead and stabbed his axes into Otodus as Otodus is starting to die. So Larum, it is your turn.
Okay. So I can't hit him. He is within range, however, for my daunting roar. So
Okay.
I am going to lean over the side of the ship and
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he needs to make a DC 12 wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay. He meets it. So he meets it.
Dang it.
Oh,
Sorry, Larum.
That's
So
okay.
rude.
That's okay. There was a chance
So-
to blow through a different resistance, but that's fine. We'll keep it going. I've got some other tricks up my sleeve here. We'll see.
that one was a lot closer than the other ones.
rude.
Yeah, so
Maybe I shouldn't be using strength checks against a gigantic shark. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit next round. It's fine.
Harley, go ahead and give me an attack of opportunity as Otodus dives below the ship and starts to head towards the other side of the
See
ship.
me like
Ooh!
on his tail, like.
Nat 20.
Oh my god!
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Double
Harley.
those
Sharkest
dice.
with the mostest.
Saving us right now.
What rhymes with shark?
Carrying this crew.
The shark's bark. No.
Shark spark.
I'll work on it.
26.
Hark, there's a shark.
26
26
points of
damage. Woo! Okay.
On top of that mean look. The tears make it more effective.
So,
Yeah, I never not have a mean look, I'm pretty sure.
absolutely.
Carrie, at least.
This hurts me more than it hurts you.
So he is currently diving. Since he's right next to you, even though I shouldn't, I'm going to allow you to do another attack if you'd like.
Me?
Yeah, as your turn.
Yeah.
You should let me.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I am in
that's what
support of this.
Because you get reaction and then you have your turn.
Oh, that was so bad.
Yeah, he's just probably going to escape rather than
I got
giving an action and a second
Well, she
reaction.
could move.
But yeah.
He's really trying to throw some
What's up?
ropes here, guys.
I got a 10 at that.
Yeah, a 10 doesn't
So.
hit.
Womp womp.
Bella, go ahead and give me a Constitution save.
I tried.
Okay.
Con?
Yeah, because he's plummeting underwater to
Oh,
hold the
yeah.
breath.
You gotta breathe.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. I'm good at these. 22.
she's got like one of those like 4-minute underwater like breath holds.
22. Yeah, you're
She's a
good.
free
What would you
diver.
like to do?
All right.
You're holding onto this barnacle by the knives as
Yeah.
you get.
So
Ju-
I don't know if I can do this because it's a moving thing, but athlete does give me my normal climb speed. I can climb using my normal movement, and so I don't know if like using like the barnacles or the daggers as like pitons, what are they?
Pitons?
Titans.
Yeah, to help like move me up. But I want to get to his face and like that's my eventual goal is to just like stab his eyeballs or something.
So
Or the
I'm
I'm
gonna make you do
I'm
like
real
a
stupid, you
strength
guys. I'm
or
real stupid.
athletics check to do
Yeah.
that. Just the reason why is because that water is pushing
Yeah.
up against your face.
Like I said, I don't
it's
know
not a
because of-
normal climbing situation.
You're just real heroic.
Dirty 20.
Okay, yeah.
She was born in the
Yeah.
water.
Yeah, so you are able to climb up to the front of his face.
Okay. Can I give him a little poke?
A poke with
A little
the
poke.
yeah.
Poke.
with
Better
the
not be a little
dagger.
poke. Big poke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it be with a dagger because that's what you're using.
Yeah.
right now.
I mean, I there's no way I could shuffle another
Yeah.
weapon in here. So
This is freaking epic. Her ears have to be popping awful at
Attack.
this point, though.
there's nobody within 5 feet of him, right? Other than me.
There actually is. Well, there's another person holding on to him currently.
Oh.
Oh
so
yeah,
he's engaged.
Aiden.
He is engaged.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So. Die. 17.
yeah.
What was
So
that?
17.
17.
17 hits.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's
Mm-hmm.
24 plus
Aiden's
4.
got a big old cup of grog after this.
A whopping 5 damage. Oh, plus my sneak attack.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, so 15.
Gotta love them rogues.
15 damage. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. So, yeah. Riesling, you are back up on this deck. Several of the ship's members have now been thrown into the water and are chasing after this underwater shark below the ship, either on it or in some way. What would you like to do?
Okay, so can I see it currently? Because he's going under. Probably not.
He's probably pretty hard
Okay.
to see.
No worries. What's the status of the sausages? Are those inflated?
They're not currently inflated, but several
Can I
of the
work
crew
on
members.
that?
Yeah, absolutely. Go
Because
ahead.
I'm concerned about sinking in armor.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Go ahead and give me an insight check to tell me where the best place to be put, because
Okay.
several of the crew members tried to place them, but it
Mhm.
looks like they placed them in pretty inopportune ways. So you might, they're
Okay.
kind of just haphazardly put over there.
Yeah, you just throw them over the edge. That's all that matters, right? All right, insight. That is 12 plus 5, 17.
Yeah, you feel like you know exactly how to lash them on there. I'm gonna make
Mhm.
it one action per sausage.
Okay,
But
I'm fine with
gonna
that.
say that you can go ahead and get one of those sausages attached.
cool. And can I be directing the crew members to be like, not over there? Why would you put that there? That makes absolutely no sense.
Most of the crew is either off the ship or
I'm yelling to myself then.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why would they put this here? That makes no sense.
the crew is all over the place. Like, I mean, they're thrown about. Yeah. So Solarum, it's your turn.
Okay, so since there isn't another crew member on board other than myself, I'll run over and use my action to get the second one lashed on there. Since-
Actually, Wit said that he was, and Wit's correct. He is nearby and he's able
okay,
to
good.
lash it on. So that is
Okay.
taken care of.
Sausage party.
I'm sorry, he just
Wait.
beat you to it.
Oh man. Okay. So that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, I run to I look over my shoulder and I'm about to run for the sausage and then I see Wit start lashing it on. I'm like, okay, we're good then. Is the shark visible yet?
No, he is diving below.
Okay. So I will run up to the let's see here. Which one seemed to do more damage in regards to the cannons or the ballista?
You probably feel like the better one in this scenario would probably be the ballista, just because they're loaded with the harpoons.
So I'm gonna run up, and if there is a ballista loaded, then I'll go ahead and hop on that one. If there is not, then I'll reload one.
You have to reload it, but yeah, I'll let you do
Okay.
that.
All right, so I run up and I'll go ahead and reload the ballista, so that the next person in line can fire it.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I mean, you're right there, so whenever.
Yep.
Otodus, however, decides not to surface. You can feel him start to swim in one direction and then stop because of the ropes, and then he starts swimming in the opposite direction and stops because of the ropes, and then Aiden and Bella, you are on him. You feel him start swimming straight down. The whole ship starts to sink just a little bit as he pulls against the ship.
I don't like this at all.
Kaori, it is your turn. You are below the water. You're probably 30 to 40 feet away from him as he's swimming directly down, trying to get away from these ropes.
This is either going to end really well or really poorly.
Why did we leash him?
What I want to do is I want to see if I can swim next to him and catch Bella and Aiden, basically.
So Jorn is about halfway in between as well.
So pick him up on the way?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He can hang on.
Give me a
let's
strength
try
check
it.
to see if you can't push him to it.
Okay. Oh, nat 20!
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
What is
Save
happening?
those dice. Keep
I'm
using the
definitely
dice.
saving those.
Because that's a nat 20, you just with a burst of strength, you get Jorn up there. I'm going to give him advantage on his next attack. But go ahead and tell me what you do as you get up to Otodus.
Basically, I'm gonna get up to Otodus and I know it's not gonna do anything really to Otodus, but I'm just gonna keep bumping in to him so that Bella and Aiden slip off basically and can grab onto me.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess they're
Okay.
underwater, but so
They're
that they
underwater.
loosen their grip basically. So I'm just gonna keep bumping
Mm-hmm.
so that they
So they
loosen
can
their grip.
grab your fin Free Willy or something.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm gonna do. Just,
Okay. So you're
bump.
kind of setting up to help everyone as far as if they want to latch onto you instead.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, absolutely. Bella,
It's a good die.
Okay. I'm gonna try and so do I see the ship starting to get pulled under?
I mean, I think you probably would notice. Yeah, you're feeling him jerk around, and you think that he's probably at the end of his rope.
Huh.
sorry.
Okay. But he's looking rough?
No.
Ah, she's a
Um,
beat.
But
He's the worst.
I mean, you definitely see the kind of where the blood kind of disperses in the water from his wounds. So
I hope more sharks
there's
come.
blood that is that he's losing, but you feel yeah.
Okay. Okay. I got the sausages on. It's not even my ship. I'm gonna try and oh god. Yep. Okay. I am going to try and cut one of the ropes as I hold on to Kaori. As I then try and go on.
So you're
Deeper.
gonna try to cut the ropes that are attaching him to the ship.
I mean, if it's the ship goes under, or
You don't feel like he's gonna drag the whole ship. He's just pulling it down at the moment.
okay,
I mean, think of it as like a giant buoy.
okay. Then I guess I won't do that. I thought it was a lot worse than that. I'm gonna try and stab him then. I'm just gonna give him the good old what for. And still stay attached to him because I feel like my swim speed is not as great, so I'll not be able to catch up to him very well. 11, 17 with the 17 dagger. Yep.
17 hits.
Okay. 1d4 plus 4.
So are
And
you
then-
on my back, stabbing? me?
No. Unless, could I ride Kaori?
I mean, that's why I went over
I will
there.
allow you to ride
Okay.
Kaori.
Okay, so I'll do this attack. So that's gonna be
That's dirty.
1
What?
plus 4, 5,
Oh
10.
no!
10. 10 damage.
10 damage, okay.
And then I am going to slide off and then like hold on to Kaori, like hold on to her fin.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a con check real fast.
That's gonna be a 19.
Yeah, you're good. Okay. That's Riesling's turn.
All right.
Both
You go.
the sausages have been set.
Okay, so the sausages are good.
And Solarum is on one of the ballista, and that one is loaded.
Okay, can I go over, give him like a solid high five, and go to shoot it? So I'll be like, thanks. This thing's a jerk. And I'm gonna shoot the bullet. I probably can't see him, can I?
He's
Actually-
underwater, so you're not able to shoot him currently.
Well, poop. Is there anybody flailing around that I can throw a rope to get back on? Who's looking like they're trying to get back on?
It doesn't look like anybody is at the moment trying to get back on. It seems like most of them are underwater and trying to attack. The ones that are
Poor,
on the
sweet
ship
fools.
are trying to either repair the ship or help you, and the ones that are off
Mm-hmm.
the ship are chasing the shark in the water, because that's
Those sweet, sweet
clearly how you
idiots.
should fight a shark, is in the water.
Obviously.
Up front and personal.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hold my action then to fire the ballista when he does resurface. Then,
Okay.
and I'm gonna
but
hurl
you can
insults
reload
over
the
the,
other
edge. Actually, yeah, I'll do that, and I'll be like, I'll take my high five back. Like, just kidding, you got this one, and I'll run over to the other ballista, and
Okay.
I'll load that one.
Sounds good. Solarum, what would you like to do?
So if we've now got the shark in tow, the ship is currently like buoying, but it's not losing any ground any faster than it would normally, correct?
What do you mean by losing ground?
So he's pulling on it. Do we see like a stalemate, or are we looking at him pulling the ship down consistently at this point?
Well, I think what it looks like is you can kind of see it like bob under and bob under as like he tries different like avenues of when you see something when you're trying to fish for a fish and it goes one way and then it goes the other way is kind of what's happening, and the ship is kind of resisting just because of its buoyancy.
So I'm gonna give him a little bit more resistance here. I'm gonna run up to the main mast and I'm gonna let it unfurl. See if we can give him a little bit more. See if the ship can give him a little bit more pull here.
That's a really good idea.
Okay, so you're using like the sails to catch the wind to fight against him is kind of what you're doing?
That's using
Okay.
your noggin.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. So you go ahead and go do that. I'll take that as your action, and I will account for that. Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Immediately, Otodus ceases to be swimming down, and he proceeds to reorientate, headed upwards. He launches himself out of the water and comes looking straight at the ship. You are no longer on Otodus, so you don't need to make any sort of check, but I will have Aiden go ahead and do that. You and Harley's character, Kaori, are still underwater.
Okay.
I thought I was trying to grab Aiden too. Did he not want to come?
Kaori, I will allow you to do a strength check to push both of them.
And him launching out of the water, does that trigger Riesling's attack?
No, my action was to reload it.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Darn it.
I'll shoot it next time.
Yeah.
14 is my strength check.
14.
14 is your strength check. Okay, I'm gonna say that you go ahead and get pulled as you guys are coming up. Whatever Harley's movement is, but Aiden is left down
Okay.
below, or Aiden has to give me a strength check.
Since I was
Sorry.
engaged with him before, when he leaves, did he disengage or just move? Do I get an attack of opportunity on him?
I will allow you to give.
Okay.
me an
Oh
attack
yeah,
of
stab him
opportunity.
again.
I will allow you as well, Harley.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Thank you
And
for
so
pointing that out.
both Harley and Aiden were engaged with him. So does that mean I can get sneak attack on that?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, not on a opportunity.
Oh no, yeah, that's right. Sneak attacks don't get opportunities. Right.
You can,
that
but you
is-
only get one per turn.
14 plus 22. I can do math.
I
22
also
hits.
I got 24. So yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
those are some hits, guys.
Okay. 8.
Y'all are blowing it out of the water.
8 damage for me.
18 points of damage.
8 and 18. Okay.
Not
Flarmar
how
just
do
up
you
here
over
making
here.
jokes while the people in the water are doing all the work.
Kaori, what would you like to do with the rest of your turn?
Basically, I'm gonna try and say something to Bella. Like, I know you probably want to attack the shark, but this is a really big shark. So I'm gonna bring you back up. Okay? And I'm gonna move back up and try to get her onto the ship.
How I imagine this is like a shark trying to like
Yeah, literally.
talk underwater to
Like,
with
fins
its
are going.
yeah, my little fins.
She's like talking, and I go and like high five one of her friends. Like,
Oh, you sweet dumb idiot. You're just trying to be the new Salerman Riesling. It's okay. You can't beat
yeah.
our high fives.
I don't know, a shark high five? That's pretty cool. But yeah, so I'll bring you back up to the ship.
okay. Then I just hold. Do I have to make a check to hold on to her while she's swimming, or
I
is
think
it
you,
okay?
since she is trying to help you,
Okay.
and she got a
The power of
seven-
friendship
a
kept you
16,
held
I
on.
think on
It's like a 14.
14.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
Full
I think
free
you're fine.
willy.
Okay.
It is your turn though.
Okay. So I'm up to the ship. Is that correct?
Yeah, you
Okay.
are. With your swimming speed, you can get up to the top of the.
So I have to use the rest of my movement to get up the
Get
ship or get
onto
to the.
up the ship.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna move up the ship and climb up, and then I am going to see where we're at as far as like needing ship repair, ballistas loaded, like looking around, trying to assess like what needs to be done. Do I need to go back to the helm? Like, how is that doing?
Yeah, so it looks like both the sausages between Toxa's aid and Fig's aid, it seems like both the sausages are starting to get inflated. So you feel like that's probably going to help secure the ship, help keep that ship afloat. 2 giant air balloons.
Okay.
Bless
Git
Git.
saves the day.
Mhm.
Oh,
He's the
once
most
again.
helpful party member.
But you feel like that's secured. I believe both ballistas are currently loaded.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to one, and I'm gonna just be like, I'm gonna use my dash to go over to one of the ballistas, and then I'm going to fire. Okay.
Let her rip.
+6, right? So
Yeah.
18,
18 hits. Go ahead and roll that for me.
and that was 3d10, right?
Yes, 3 to 10.
Okay. This doesn't get sneak attack, right? The ballistas.
I mean, I think it does. I think I think you get sneak attack
Really?
with ranged weapons. Yeah.
Sick. I should have been rolling that. One or two, I guess. That's okay.
I mean,
I just didn't think
it is
how
engaged,
shitty
so
rolls. Okay. So 2, 7, 10, 13. Rolled 5 dice and got 13 damage, y'all.
It's
Low
alright.
numbers.
You're just rolling like me.
3 of them were 1s. It was real rough.
Oof. Hate to see it.
Yeah.
It's okay. I look at you from the other ballista and I was like, it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm just soaking wet and heaving from having to hold my breath
what
for
was
so
that total
long.
again?
What did I say it was? 13?
Yes.
13?
13.
Yeah, after 3d10s and 2d6.
13.
I rolled 3 ones on 5 of those dice. Cursed. I knew I
Rude.
should have brought the tinies. I bought it. Genghis
Oh,
Khan.
tinies. Mm-hmm.
They would have never treated me this way.
Tinies are pure. They're
Re-
so small, there's no room for evil.
Riesling, it's your turn.
All right, I've got my loaded ballista in front of me. I'm just gonna say hello to my little friend, and I'm gonna fire it. I'm
Absolutely.
like, wait, it's big, and I'm gonna shoot it.
For sure. Go ahead.
It's a 13 plus 6, 19.
19 hits.
So it's 3d10s.
3d10.
Alrighty, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, please be good to me, little dice. Give me some foley. That is 10, 18, 22.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
No, oh geez, oh yes.
Oh, yes.
This is
Oh
my pet.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What? No. First a shmimic, now a shark. You're no longer allowed any aquatic friends. I refuse.
Nope.
Okay, Solarum, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and swing down, and the shark is above water at this point, yeah?
He is above water, yeah.
Both of the ballista have been fired.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to swing. Oh, man. Okay.
I think the cannon has been reloaded as well. Because Fig said that at one turn he would reload things or do whatever's needed, and I wasn't able to get back to him, so I will call that a reload.
Okay.
Action on his
So the
behalf.
cannon is reloaded.
Mm-hmm.
I will swing down to the cannon, aim, and fire.
Okay. Go ahead and do that. That is a +6.
+6 to hit.
Yep.
All right. That's going to be a 22.
22 hits,
Roll a
5d8.
Woo!
5d8. All right.
Some
I need
fireball.
one more here. Yeah. 5d8. So let me grab one more d8 here. All right. All right. So it's going to be. Ooh, that's not great, but not bad. So that's going to be 20.
20. Okay.
20 damage.
Um.
Right.
So Otodus turns towards the ship as if it's gonna bite a chunk out of the ship, and all your ballista fire and the cannon and everything that you've done to it, it turns its head and starts to try to swim away. It starts swimming as fast away from you guys as it possibly can, but the ropes pull taut, and
Okay,
the ship
good.
starts to turn and drift towards it. There is I believe Aiden, Jorn, Harley's character Kaori are all in the water as the ship is starting to be pulled away by Otodus. So, yeah, the ship is gonna start
In the
pulling
opposite
speed.
direction of where they are in the water.
Yeah, I'm trying to say that the ship is starting to get pulled. So if you guys don't get on the ship, it might
Without you.
be going pretty.
Can I
quickly.
yell to Aiden in Dwarvish, let go, you big dumb idiot?
Aiden is underwater. I presume probably swimming up.
Okay, well then I'm
from-
yelling down to the water then in Dwarvish.
He-
Get up
he's-
here, you big dumb idiot.
I will allow you to do that. I will do that. Allow that as a free action.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But Kaori, it is your turn. Otodus is clearly trying to leave this fight behind, but is still attached by ropes.
Is the speak with animals thing still last 10 minutes? So do I still have that?
I'm sure you can still try to talk to it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how I want to say this, basically. I want to bite the ropes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack action. There are currently 5 ropes, so I'll let you make an attack on one of them.
Okay. 18.
Okay, that hits. Yeah, and you snap one of those ropes.
Okay.
Captain Bella, it is your turn.
Okay. Does it look like there's somebody, at least 2 people around to reload one of the ballistas I'm at?
Yes, I'm sure that there's plenty of people to help you with that.
Okay, then I will at least hold my action to fire it again until it's reloaded.
Okay.
And I can see Otodus.
That's smart, actually. Let them do that, and then you take aim.
Mm-hmm.
It's using your noggin. That's why you're the captain.
Riesling, it is your turn.
Don't say that.
My fishy hold person would most likely not work on him because he's not a humanoid-ish, correct?
I don't know if it would work. I mean, you might have to try to see.
Okay, I will certainly. I'm starting to get to that point. I see him starting to go, and I know we have to kill him for reasons. So I'm gonna be like, oh, I really don't want to do this, but I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna poke it. Like, come on, do your thing. And I'm gonna try to cast Hold Person on the shark. Will that make him drown?
So
I'll do it anyways.
you cast Hold Person on him, and for a moment you see the shark freeze as it's trying to swim away, and then it proceeds to continue swimming, breaking through it. However, you feel this like oily, it feels like your skin is just covered in like this oily, slimy presence as you do so.
I flick it, and I'm like, I'm not doing that again. And I flick the eyeball portion of the starfish on my face, and I hurt myself in the process. I'm like, I don't like this.
Do you have a bonus action or anything else you'd like to do?
No, but does that use a spell slot? I forget.
It does not, but you
Okay,
can only
cool.
do it once a day.
Yep. Okay, I remember that. Good to go.
Bella, your ballista has been reloaded by Fig.
Okay, I am going to then go.
Go Fig.
And Wit will have a reloaded other one for anyone that wants to use it.
Okay, it's a 16 on the die, so plus 6. I think that makes it'll be 22.
Yeah, 22 hits.
Okay. And that was 3d10. Does it have anybody within 5 feet of it?
Not currently, no.
Okay, because I don't think, so I don't think my swashbuckler comes into play, because I think I need to be within melee of it, and nobody else. So I think it's just the 5d10. Or not 5d10, the 3d10. Well, at least it's a 10. So it's going to be 14, 18.
Okay. Yeah, 18 damage. Whew. So 18, you fire another harpoon, and it sticks another rope into it as it starts to swim away. Solarum, I think it's your turn.
Does Riesling have?
Riesling's already gone. That was actually a held action on behalf
Gotcha.
of Bella.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure that I wasn't skipping anybody.
It's a lot.
Okay,
There's a lot going on. I understand.
Yeah. So I am gonna go ahead and hop off. I'm gonna run down the ropes, and I'd like to hit it again. And this time I'm gonna go for.
So it's probably like 60 feet away.
I have. Let's see here. I have 45 foot running speed, and then I'll go ahead and use key point to do bonus action Breath of the Wind.
Okay.
Or,
so you're
Step of
running
the Wind, rather?
across the ropes?
Yeah.
Okay. I will allow you to do that. Go ahead and give me like a dex or acrobatics because you're running on this rope.
That's a natural 19 plus.
Okay. Yeah, you're good.
6,
You're
so
good.
25.
You're you're like a freaking ninja. You're born to be in like a circus or something as you dart across this rope. Go ahead and do those
Tight
attacks.
ropes, man. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop, and that is a 18 and a 23 to hit.
18 and 23 both hit.
Okay. So it needs to make a dex DC 12 Dex save.
It does make that.
Oh, what a bum.
All right. Dang it.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
It's got some good stats.
It does.
And it rolled
Yeah,
with a
physical
15.
stats are probably physical stats are probably fine. They're probably really good. But they both hit, so there it's going to be the D4 here, so that's going to be 4D4. Or no, sorry, I guess it's just the 2D4, sorry. Because it's just the 2 attacks. All right, so it's going to be 4 plus 6, so 10, and then 2 plus 6, so 8. So 18 total damage.
Okay.
And that will, I'm on the shark, so that'll be my, I don't have any more movement, so that'll be my my turn.
I don't like this. Why is everybody jumping the shark? I had to, sorry. I am staying solidly boat bound. You cannot get me off this boat. Nope. Nope.
So as like this oily presence seems to slide across you, Riesling, Kaori, underwater, you look up at the shark and you see the blood coming out of its wounds and kind of flowing into the ocean. And all of a sudden, you see that blood fill your presence, and you're back in that same cave that you were in before. And you see that same blood come and drip, and all this coral along the cave goes from white to blood crimson. And a shaft of red light hits a pedestal in front of you. Everyone can go ahead and leave initiative. The shark is slowly bleeding to death as it pulls the ship behind you. And that is where we're going to take a break.
Oh, so many questions.
Oh man,
Well
this is going to
done.
be, this is going to be intense when we get back here. This thing is,
Next is the harvesting. Who's got a whaling song ready?
I've got one.
There you
A
go.
whaling song. Yeah. Well,
It's the Wellerman.
Yep, this is the whale man. Who's got the tongue?
Yep.
apparently Aiden also fired another ballista and hit it with another ballista. So there,
Yep.
it is well strung with harpoons. But yeah, thank you guys.
Okay.
I think that'll be our break time.
Whew, okay.
15
well
minutes?
done, team.
Yeah, and we'll be back
All
in
right.
15 minutes. Let us take a quick little break, and once we get back, we'll continue and pick up where we were.
Oh, yes.
Hi guys, welcome to Creative Crits. Today we're going around Denver FanX 2021. There's a lot of really cool booths here that have all sorts of D&D and tabletop RPG related content. I am so excited to show you. Come on. Today we're at Wormwood with Justin. Justin's going to tell us about some dice boxes and a bunch of other really cool goodies that Wormwood has. If you don't know about Wormwood, what rock have you been living under? Because they have really amazing stuff. So tell me about these dice boxes, man.
Absolutely. So we have two different kinds of dice boxes. The first one, which is our main model that everyone really knows and loves, is just a standard, holds a standard 10 set of dice, and it has a magnetic enclosure. We offer a bunch of different kinds of woods here, as you can see. Domestic ones, exotic ones, Paduke, black poison wood, Bolivian rosewood, spalted timber, purple heart, and this is Macassar ebony. The other version of our dice box that we have is the Master Vault, which is a little bit bigger. These will hold either 3 sets of standard dice, or it'll hold a set of dice, a pencil, and some minis. You can kind of configure it however you want. We are from Massachusetts, Taunton, Massachusetts to be exact, and all of our products are made by hand by people you see here. A lot of people know dice towers, but ours work a little differently. As you can see, I have a side cut of 1 They're completely disassembled, so each piece comes out magnetically, snapped together. They're really strong, and they're designed to flat pack into our complete system. So we have our personal tray right here. Now you have it all together for storage. So the Prophecy is our flagship model of gaming table. With this crank wheel, the play surface is adjustable. So right now it's 3 inches below, as most gaming tables you see are, and it can be adjusted height. So as soon as I start cranking this up, the whole play surface goes up to either flush like that, you can stop it there,
Wonderful.
or you can keep going as well to about an inch and a half above flush as well. Now, not only does that give you like a really nice surface for like card games, you can slide them in your hand easily, but these panels come right off actually.
Oh,
if you
wow,
need to clean
yeah.
them for any reason, it's really easy to do that. And all 3 of them are reversible as well. So all 3 of those panels have hardwood on one side, micro suede on the other. Accessories are magnetic.
Awesome.
So there's a rail that runs all the way around the outside edge of the table, and they go anywhere outside the table as well as inside the table. So if you also want to use this for a dining room table or dinner table, we have toppers as well. You can have your whole game set up inside the table, have dinner on top. If anything gets spilled, you don't have to worry about your game or anything getting ruined underneath.
It's like the secret gaming area.
Right.
Where can they find you online if they want to look you up?
So we're wormwoodgaming.com. We have pretty much everything that we sell at the convention on our website as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, and I think that is the tour of the Wormwood booth here at FanX. We're here with Will from Misty Mountain Gaming.
That's right.
And we have all sorts of dice sets to talk about.
Oh, we got a lot of metals.
What are these metal dice sets? Tell me about them.
Our metal dice sets are made out of a zinc alloy with a custom enamel coating on them, so it helps keep them safe, durable. Plus, they look nice. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I love the clonk of the metal dice.
Oh, yeah.
There's something special about that. The only downside is I have some dents in my rolling tray from them.
Yeah, we don't recommend going out there in Vegas rolling them on your wood and glass tables because it's usually going to make for a bad time.
Absolutely.
So the main thing that we like to show is our Nordic fonts, and then we have our prism glass.
I love the prism glass. I don't know if the cameras can pick this up, but how the light hits it, it shines in all sorts of different colors. It's definitely something that like cameras can't really get how cool that is. I've always wanted a full metal D100. Like the whole thing with like rolling 2 dice for the D100. I get it's understandable, but there's something special about having the one.
Have a 1 pound metal dice that you can sit there and just roll and thunk on the table.
For sure. These are giant, really huge, heavy dice.
Yeah.
What is your website?
MistyMountainGaming.com.
MistyMountainGaming.com.
That's it.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I'm so glad to do this quick little interview with you.
Man. Thank you for having us.
For sure.
Welcome back to Creative Crits. We are right in the middle of a battle with Otodus. Actually, I guess we are at the end of that battle.
Yeah.
But
We
for
kicked his
those,
butt.
for everyone that
We did.
is just tuning in, we are primarily on Twitch and YouTube. However, you might be tuning into us on TikTok or on Facebook, depending on where you're finding us. If you don't mind subscribing, following, liking, doing all the things that help us out and help us keep doing this, I'd really appreciate that. Otherwise,
Good to know those things.
we
All the things.
we have this really amazing team on our Discord that we call the Ship's Crew, and the Ship's Crew are a whole bunch of players that play in real time, assisting the players that are live here on our game. And they definitely did a lot to assist you during
Yeah.
this game.
We would have
and
died without them.
It's fun because you get to kind of participate and be a part of it, and yeah. So if you're interested in being a part of that, that is on our Discord. Otherwise,
And Ian somehow runs like 2 games, 3 games at the same time because
Right.
he's a genius and Superman. So
well,
you know.
thank you. I
And we
appreciate
also
that.
do soft RP in between sessions.
We do,
Yes.
and
A lot of character development and like
yeah.
inner relationship character development.
Some
happens
lore
between the
dumps.
sessions. Yeah.
There's I like to deliver a little bit of the lore and kind of sneak hint some things that are happening in the background to the ship's crew and just kind of like let that information trickle. And there's actually Discord games that are run by Matt that was here in our last game. That betrayed you guys.
The betrayer.
But-
Darn bullywug.
But he DM'd a game for some of the players that they received a whole bunch of information that you guys don't have.
Yes.
So
I'm still clueless to that.
there are
Yeah, I
some
still
of our
have no
crew
idea what that
members-
information is.
Some of our crew members know things about the world that our players here don't know. And it's just
Have to
information nuggets for our players to figure out if they want to hop in. There's lots of cool stuff going on. But we'll get back into it. We just had a really intense battle with Otodus, the giant shark, and now Otodus is doing its best to swim and get away, but there's all these ropes that are lashing it back to your ship. Your ship is being held up by these 2 giant inflated sausages, thanks to Git, your artificer friend.
That we forgot about.
He is on another important mission that I know about that we kind of talked about. That is going to play out when we take a break from this to catch him back up into stuff.
Cool.
So yeah, that's going to happen later. But yeah, so Git built these inflatable sausages. You guys have used them to good work. The below deck is probably in really bad shape, but as of right now, you guys are buoyant, and the ship is floating after and being dragged behind the giant shark Otodus.
Okay. So, first things first, I'm going to try and get the ship going in the other direction. I'm not going to pull hard, but as soon as like it just feels like we're carrying dead weight instead of pulling against Otodus, then I'm gonna sort of do like full steam ahead. That way we can drag Otodus back to land and potentially do the harvesting of the heart
Okay.
there.
Currently, the rudder is broken from the helm.
Oh, I thought you forgot about that.
And the captain rolled a 1.
I know.
And the rudder is currently broken. So while you can unfurl the sails and maybe keep the ship pulling against it in different directions, the rudder will be needing to be repaired in order for you to...
Can I do that? Is that like what?
I mean, you know, there is with an extensive amount of various types of repairs, we might be able to get that done over a certain amount of time, but it's not going to be, you know, wham bam and done and fixed.
Okay.
I would like to be, I'm going to look to Slayer and be like, we should haul this guy in, and I would like to like be pulling on the ropes to like bring him closer to the side of the ship so we can like lash him down so he's not like dragging, but like more being like pulled alongside with us.
Otodus?
Yes.
Is Otodus still like thrashing about?
Well, Otodus is more just trying to swim away in one direction. You don't really feel him like pulling in different directions trying to get away. It seems like he is headed in one way and trying to get there as fast as possible.
Okay. So he still has some
I
strength
turned
left in him.
Yeah, I turned to Reese and I'm like, we should hold off on reeling him in until they stop moving.
Fine. Do you know how long that'll take, though?
Depending on how
Won't the water make
much
it
blood is in
happen
this
faster,
thing.
maybe? I don't know. Okay.
DM,
We just keep pulling until the lines go slack. That's usually how this works.
Got it.
Okay, Ori, what did you say?
I'm still a shark.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way that maybe I could like bite again to like maybe make the shark go unconscious? Or something.
It's a pretty
put it out of its
big
misery.
shark.
Okay.
So I don't think that you'll be easily knocking it unconscious. I mean, you can continue biting it just to try to kill it faster.
I mean, yeah.
I just don't want it to suffer.
Yeah.
You don't know what?
I don't want it to suffer.
Is there
You
something we can
transform
do to, like,
and stab
speed
him?
to the
Like mercy kill him?
sub? Or like how
Yeah,
long are we
I
gonna
could do
be
that.
Yeah, I mean, you
dragging
can kind of
out?
continue like firing upon it, and over time, if you so decide, you can continue launching things into it and fighting it as it pulls.
If it
away.
looks like it's not at like a death crawl, then I think Bella will want to continue putting damage and putting ballistas on this thing, just because, the more a ship gets dragged around, or, if it, I don't know where it's taking us.
Yeah.
And so it could be taking us to like more of its kind to like assist it. So as far as like Bella's concerned, we should speed, like, I'd rather not wait.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait it out.
Anything else anyone would like to do besides launching consistently at it?
Well, I am still absentmindedly like scratching like I got like fleas. So I'm just like waiting for him to like pass, and I'm just like scratching.
Can I say to the shark, because I still have speak with animals, I'm assuming, like kind of like calm. You're dying.
I know. I must get home.
I don't
to my
think.
birthplace. Back home.
Is that where you're supposed to die?
That's where I'm meant to be. That's where I've protected. I must get back home.
Where is your home?
The Great Red Island. My home. There I will die, and I will feed another generation. But I must be home.
What if we took you home? You won't make it.
I'm going home. I must go home. These wounds hurt. The pain. I must go through the pain. I must get home.
You're rude.
Every time. Every time you do this to us.
No, dang
I didn't
it.
feel
I'm
as
gonna
bad about the
I'm gonna make the
crabs in
party
cave.
into like pacifist.
Yeah,
I already am, dude.
No,
That's
I'm
one of the
cool.
things
I'm
that-
cool at eating humans.
I was about to say, let's just get back to
not
killing
sharks,
people,
though.
please.
Yeah.
Only people from here on out. No more animals.
Yeah.
Killing jerks and a-holes.
I'm just gonna say okay. Oh god, this is difficult. Anybody? I guess sleep wouldn't work, huh? Like
It depends on how many hit points it has, but if
That's true, I
he's
could
saying
cast
that like
sleep
a
on
few
it.
more chomps are not gonna do it in, then sleep's probably not gonna do anything.
It's true.
That's true. That's why you're the brains. Ay, 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 moral dilemma.
Well,
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do then is so I'm still a shark, so I want to like basically almost get underneath the shark, Otodus, and like help push it towards like where the ship is trying to go. Kind of like alleviate some weight, also off of the shark, so it maybe can relax its muscles a little bit, but also relieve weight off of the ship.
You're trying to taxi it.
Yeah,
So
like trying to just push it up a little bit,
Like a
carry some
tugboat.
of its weight. Yeah.
Let the lines
Absolutely.
go slack.
Go ahead and you know what? I'm going to allow you to do that without a strength check. Just over time, you kind of just add your strength to it so that it can help go where it needs to go. Is my understanding of what you're trying to do.
Yes.
And go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, what's my perception as a shark? Hold on. 21.
Nice.
As you're swimming, of course you suck in the water and it comes out of your gills as you breathe. But some of Otodus's blood comes into your mouth, and it's filled with this sickly sweetness. That sickly sweetness seems really familiar, and it draws you back to the very first game where you smelled it on the wind. The sweetness that's mixed with the salt of the ocean. This is the sweetness that is known in New Bastion. This is what makes New Bastion distinct from everywhere else.
I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple crewmates, maybe Riesling as well, and I'm just going to try and tend to any wounds that anybody has.
Yes, is anybody
patched up
injured?
real quick, and then start a bucket brigade to try bailing out the bottom of the ship, since I believe last time you described the pumps as being full of these weird aquatic things, the little wiggly things.
The decopie, 10-legged octopi. They are small enough that they will just get sucked through the bilge pump. But as you go below deck, there's probably only about a foot of air below deck.
Yeah.
And it's basically just at sea level.
Yeah.
What is keeping you afloat is currently
the sausages.
Is the sausages.
Would there be any way that I can see to
however Jordan comes to you, and as he was trying to repair the rudder and do things, he found something. He in the water he found a can of itch powder that he brings to you and delivers to you.
Yeah, this probably belonged to Lookin'. I'll take that, and I'll put it in like an oiled skin, and put that in the bag as well.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's not the plague.
Okay.
Yep.
True.
Do I know at this point, because again with the out of game role play, we did kind of find out that salt water helps a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anybody that has gone below water is fine at this point.
Reasons bone dry.
I was gonna say I'll grab a bucket and dip it in the salt water and bring over the bucket and like a rag for Riesling and be like, you might wanna wash the areas that are bugging you. Apparently,
I barely sweat. I mean, we shot the ballista, but that doesn't take much strength. Do I smell?
No. What I'm here, and I pull out the itching powder, and I'm like, Lookin' gave us a little bit of a gift before he left. It's not a plague, and I put it back in the oil skin and tie it off, and I'm like, it's just, I guess, a prank that he was pulling, trying to get some of us out of the game before we started, but obviously he was responsible for blowing the original holes in the ship.
That son of a frog.
If I find him again, I'm gonna be making Kaori some frog's legs for dinner. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna take the bucket. I'm just gonna upend it on me. I ignore his offer of the rag, and I just right on top.
I like how I'm like the dainty one of the group.
You're like, be
I'm
civilized.
I'm like giving myself like a sponge bath, like getting rid
You've
of
got the
all of
towel
this
like
thing.
wrapped around your neck, like a runner after a long marathon.
Exactly. And you're just like,
Yep. No
quick
class.
shower. We're good. All right.
So, Bella,
Oh, so I'm just making sure everybody else is patched up.
okay. Yeah, I think most of the crew is looking fine. However, you get a feeling that the bilge pump won't be able to. Obviously, there's almost no way of even patching these holes. Definitely, while you're at sea, it's not gonna patch.
We've got a raft at this point. It's not even a boat.
Yeah, you are a raft being held by sausages. Bella, what I'm gonna it took me a little while to figure out how I'm gonna end up doing like a long-term kind of combat. What I think I'll have you do is roll a d20, and based on how high you get on that d20, will determine how many hits you have, like per minute.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have you roll damage to determine how much damage you on average you do.
11.
Okay. And go ahead and roll 3d10 for me.
It's cocked. Okay. 30. 10s on all.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all. Okay. Give me a little while to do a lot of math.
Sorry.
So.
It's okay. While he's doing math, I'm gonna go up to Bella and like offer her a towel and be like, "Are you okay? You were under there for quite a while." Oh, she's
Sorry.
listening to me.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think Bella is also a little distracted in just trying, like, seeing how bad the ship is and that there was a bunch of people getting thrown over and just, like, probably knowing at this point that, like, the only thing keeping us up and afloat is, like, a promise and get to sausages. She's probably, like, focused, like, laser focused on trying to get this thing down as quick as possible before the ship, like, falls apart in the middle of the ocean.
That's very true. We'll all come back on like Titanic doors.
Yeah, yeah. And so she just kind of like, what? Sorry.
I give her the towel and I'm just
Oh,
like,
thanks.
we
And
can't
I,
have you catching a cold.
like, pat my face and I hand it off.
Jorn goes to help Kaori underwater, apparently. Kaori, as time starts to progress, you start noticing, like, about once a minute, there you feel a big thud come into the shark, and you understand that the shark is still under attack. I just want to make sure that you know that becomes aware. You become aware of it. But yeah, is there anything else you guys?
Who is attacking the shark?
The ship is. Bella
Yeah.
is.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I don't know that you are trying to, like, bring it somewhere specific. I just think you're in the water, like, corralling or helping or, like, still attacking it maybe, unless I can make a perception check on it. But, like,
I mean, she's under it.
Yeah, I don't know even if I made a nat 20 that I'd be able to see that. So.
Yeah, I figured, honestly, like, as much as I don't want you to, there's really no other option for this, and I don't want the shark to suffer, so I'll just keep trying to hold it up or, like,
Okay.
kind of help it while y'all are attacking.
You do see another shark, large shark, come next to you, and you see Waco join you, swimming underneath it and propping it up. Once per minute, a ballista or a bolt fires and hits, and slowly you see this shark get a little slower and a little slower as time continues to pass. Off in the distance, you see a large island getting closer. And as it gets closer and closer, you notice this island, while it has, white sand on it. It has dense jungle. All the rock is like a deep crimson red. And the shark proceeds to get closer and closer until it slowly tries to hits the beach and hits land and slowly tries to worm itself up onto the landmass until the point that its gills slowly get above water and it stops and it just continues to gasp.
I think I made a bit of a mistake because camera math, anxiety inducing, I think it was 21 instead of 30 because it was the percentile die. It was on the ones, not the tens.
Okay.
So that might affect how long it's still breathing once we get to the
Yeah.
place.
Percentile
I just want to
die
let you
is
know.
the
I
bane
was
of my
looking at it
So
now.
I
was like,
gave
oh,
it an
no.
hour.
Okay.
And what I assumed is that over an hour you would have taken 900 hit points off of its health HP.
Okay.
So
I
I
just wanted-
assumed
I
that
just
you
was
might have
looking at
gotten
it and I was
something
like,
like
oh.
600 off of it.
Yeah, so you weren't joking when you were talking about an 1,000 hit point monster. Oh, jeez.
No.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like ancient, double ancient dragon levels of.
And we
Yeah.
took surprisingly little damage to ourselves.
Mhm.
All of
Our
the
ship
ship.
is.
Yeah, our ship is
fudged.
foobarred, but
Yeah. But yeah, okay, I just wanted to be honest once I caught that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate your honesty. I think the only thing that would probably change is the shark has a little bit more energy and is not as slowed down as it beaches itself with some momentum onto the beach.
Right.
It slides and uses its last energy to get its way all the way up to shore.
Okay.
Where it's on shore that it takes its final breaths, knowing that it's made it back to its home and its birthplace, and the place where it can feed the next generation of its kind.
What is this place?
Yeah, I'm gonna not be a shark anymore. I'm gonna
Okay.
hop out of the water.
Give me a perception check, Kaori.
Oh, 17.
Nice.
As you transform back into your typical kitsune fox human, you look up into these red cliffs that jut out of the forest above you, and at the very top, you see the bow of a ship. The bow of a ship with a large tree growing out of it. You see at the front of that ship a treant that sits as the figurehead of this ship. That there's only the bow remaining, and it is rooted into the cliff above the forest. In the forest directly in front of you, these vines and trees, as dense as a wall, makes a little hole like a cave. This forest is almost incredibly dense and thick with forest. This treant seems similar to you. It seems very similar to the same ship that you saw the Rim Raiden on.
Okay. I'm gonna clock that, but before I say anything about it, is everybody on the island, or are you all still on the ship?
I think they're all on the ship. And
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get us as close as possible to land because I know the ship's in bad place, so I don't want it just I don't trust it to not float away in pieces if it's not super close.
Absolutely.
just disintegrate underneath us.
Yeah.
You let down the sails, and you let the sails drag you up the rest of the way, and you kind of you knew that you were close, and with the extra momentum and energy that Otodus had, it got you close enough and further up the land as it was dragging, and you get it to where the ship is beached a little bit onto the land, and you feel like as you set anchor, it's not going to go anywhere.
Okay.
You do feel like some of your crew might have to brace it for when the tide leaves. But otherwise, you feel like it's there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go when Kaori detransforms comes up. I'm gonna go try to talk to her and be like, "Hey,
Did you climb down from the ship?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for all y'all to kind of come down the ship. But yeah, I'll just.
I'm gonna jog a little to get to you first. Then,
Hi.
Be like, hey,
Yeah, I'll get off as well.
I'm gonna be like kneeling by the shark, probably, just like sad. Yeah.
I'm gonna approach warily, and I would like to try to maybe like go to place a hand on your back. React however you would like.
I probably would let you.
Okay.
You'd be fine.
I'll be like, hey, you doing all right?
At least he got home.
Is this where he's from? Did you speak to him?
Yes. Remind me the name of the island. What did he say it was? The Red. Something?
He just said the Red Island.
Oh, the Red Island. Yeah, he said that this is where he needed to die. So.
That must be so devastating to be able to speak to him as he goes. I'm so sorry.
We shouldn't have been tasked to kill him in the first place. And I'm gonna take that bullywug's head, and I'm gonna take that pirate's head.
Absolutely.
Because this shark didn't need to die for whatever they're doing.
Yeah. I know you wanted to keep an eye on these things that we have, and I tried it in the battle. I tried to freeze the shark, but it didn't. It looked like it was going to happen for a second, but then it didn't, and I felt awful afterwards. I felt like I was covered in oily slime all over, and it was absolutely the apotheosis to everything that I want to feel. So I don't know. Have you tried yours lately?
Kaori's gonna like kind of sit back and hug her knees and just very quietly. Yeah, when the shark started bleeding out, I saw something. I saw a cave being filled with blood.
That's when I tried to stop him, to freeze him. Do you think me using it could have triggered something in you?
It's possible. Or maybe the blood or the shark or something. Maybe emotion.
I don't like this. I really don't like these things.
We need more, and we'll get it. I mean, we will squeeze every ounce of information and even more from Longneck. I guarantee it.
Absolutely. And that's all I say.
Yeah.
Still on the ship, I'm making sure that essentially what you said before, that like we're bracing the ship a bit better than we normally would, a bit differently because it's in shambles, and directing the crew on how to do that. And so I imagine that takes a little bit, definitely the length of that conversation. And then I see that Solarum's gone down, and then those two are down, and I start making my way down the ship to them.
Making my way.
You.
I heard it. And I just call out and I go, "Oi! Everybody okay over there?" I'm gonna roll an insight on Kaori and Riesling.
We just look like sad boys.
13.
I don't know. Do you want me to roll against it?
If you're trying to, I guess.
No, probably
it's up to
not.
you on what a 13 would give me at that point. Like, kind of what.
You could definitely see the tear streaks down my face. Like, I'm upset. I'm
Oh,
really
no.
upset. Yeah.
And they kind of like, oh, but oh. Ow. Is everything okay?
About what time of day is it?
Whew. So it's probably early. It's probably afternoon. It's probably like 3:30, something like that.
All right. Just trying to get a little bit more setting.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. And I imagine, Solarum, you said you were coming down here too, right?
Yeah, I was. Let me hold on, because this is gonna be like a let's see what Solarum does kind of thing.
So dramatic.
So he's more curious than he is considerate at this particular point in time, just because of all of the stuff that's been going on. He's going to. I'm going to go ahead and approach, and when I see that they're talking about overhear them talking about like the oily feeling and like seeing things, I'm going to kind of just turn my back, but I will have been essentially eavesdropping that entire conversation.
I noticed you
Politely
eavesdropping,
turning
right?
I mean, we're out on an open beach. I don't see how, like, you,
Okay,
you
just making
guys.
sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys see that I turn my back. I'm not out of earshot, you would think, but like I'm.
But just
I'm
like politely, like
respecting.
yeah,
Yeah.
respecting the conversation.
Your guys'
Like you could reasonably hear you're just being nice.
Mm-hmm. Just trying to.
Good guy,
alleviate
Solarum.
Not so good. I mean, like I said.
I know you're still listening.
Hey, what's he supposed to do? Earmuffs?
Exactly right.
La la, yeah.
Yeah, la 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 la.
Jinx, just in the background, la 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 la.
Amid
Over
super
that really
serious times.
dramatic, serious conversation.
I just want to mention that both Jorn and Waco are sitting very solemn, having both of them seen what you did and helped you kind of keep them afloat. But they're
vigil.
nearby, holding vigil with you.
Yeah. And so I just sort of, continuing Bella's sort of trying to understand the situation. She definitely looks confused and notices Kaori's tears, and she says, did something happen?
I mean, look at it.
And Bella looks at the shark and quite a grimly sight, I would imagine.
Yeah, at this point, I think enough time has passed that it's faded, and it is now dead. But while it's definitely a grim sight, you also see the magnificence of something that withstood countless batteries from your ship and proceeded to still drag your ship, a considerable distance to beach itself back where it came from. And I think that it dawns on you that its last duty was to its kind, and in a way a duty of honor in its own race of Otodus sharks.
I like having this dawning realization. I take off my hat and put it over my heart, and I'm not gonna sing it, but she probably starts lightly singing like a sailor song when you lose people at sea, or like when after like a good fight and you sing
A funeral
sing a
dirge.
song. Yeah, like a funeral dirge for it, and like
join
hat
in.
off the whole time. And just sort of very not like in a whisper, but it's definitely not like a revelry. And finishes the song completely.
I'm gonna like kind of wipe my face a little and look up at Bella. Should I even ask how's the ship?
That needs its own funeral song.
Well, seems like we mourn a couple of things today then.
Yeah. Ships can be put back together, though, and at least we're on land, wherever this is, and as the song finishes, she puts her hat back on and she starts the conversation.
Where is this?
Yeah, where are we?
The shark called it the Red Island.
The Red Island, does that sound familiar at all?
You are not aware of there being a red
Nothing?
island.
Okay.
There's never been anything marked on any map that you're aware of.
Okay.
This is the birthplace of the shark, and I don't know if anybody noticed, but I'm gonna point up at the ship that's like with the tree trunk. Just like
That's
that looks interesting.
Oh,
Yeah, that's nature taking it back, you know?
What is that thing on the prow?
I don't remember.
It was a treant, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I know this, but like Solaran doesn't. So
it looks like a humanoid figure, just like what you'd see on as the figurehead of many ships, but this one is much larger and grown into the ship. And as you stare at it, you vaguely see just maybe a little bit of movement.
do ships usually move?
I'm sorry, I
No.
don't see that. My passive perception's a 9, man. Well, I mean, when there's people on them, I mean, that are in the water,
I think we should check it out.
check out the ship.
Yeah, no, it didn't. It like moved like unnaturally.
we have a bit of a time-sensitive situation over here, and I kind of gesture to the shark carcass on the,
Yes.
on the beach.
Are you
Yes.
planning
Nature
on
doesn't-
carving out the heart?
But it is... yes? Otherwise it's a waste of a kill. At least we can use the heart to bargain for the life stone from Longneck.
You see me go over to the carcass, and I'm going to take out one of the 3 loaves that I have left of the life bread, and I'm going to break off a piece. And you see me touch it to my forehead, and then you see me crumble it at the base of the body. And then you see me take out my dagger, and I start to carve into it, kind of thanking it for its sacrifice, and then
But
using
Kaori, we should, if you think something's not right here, we should also make sure we're not in danger of being on the island.
That ship reminds me a lot of the Ren Raiden.
Do you want company checking it out while Solarum and whatever crew are able to take care of the shark?
Yeah, let's. I mean,
I'll go
I
with
think
you.
at least Riesling should come with me.
Split the party.
that never ends poorly.
Yes.
Alright.
I mean, how long is it going to take you to carve out a ginormous shark heart?
Probably like a solid. I would imagine
Probably
like a solid hour.
Yeah, I mean, that thing's huge. 1,000
You
hit
can
points.
always. You have a whole crew as well.
I was
Yeah.
going to
That's
say,
true.
I could
Yeah, can the
assist
crew
you.
do it? Well, can the crew just be working on that while we go check it out?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Solarum's got it started. And I'll actually use my captain powers to assign crew members, to making sure we get it done. Anybody who's unharmed and capable, Wit, Fig, Aiden, John, Toxa, and
Many unnamed crew.
so I think that was all the named ones.
Yeah.
Was that all the named ones? I'm sorry if I
Yes.
forgot any.
As long as, they don't have weak stomachs.
Yeah.
I'm sure some of them will probably not go ahead and do it, but others, I'm sure that there's enough to go ahead and do that. I already see that some of the crew are trying to make plans to start trying to
Fix
get materials to
the
repair
ship.
the ship as well.
Okay.
Yep.
We have such a good crew.
What you see on this island is,
MVC.
like I said, this almost like wall of greenery in this forest, unnaturally dense, and you can hear the wildlife and sounds of nature coming from this forest. There's this clear archway grown of vines entering into the forest where it's less dense, an obvious path looking like it's in the direction of where the ship went. What would you like to do?
I
Okay.
want to go towards the trees.
Yeah. I think we should check out what Kaori and Riesling saw and what alarmed them. So Alarm, come along.
Do you guys enter?
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Sure.
You enter.
I go ahead and instruct Toxa. I'll leave Ortho with him, and I say if anything happens down here at the ship, send Ortho to us with a message. We're going to go investigate the ship at the top of the island, try and get a better vantage.
That message is sent, and I'm sure they will hear it. Yeah. So as you enter through I assume you go through the archway, or
Yes. Yes.
you go through this archway, and there's this tunnel of trees woven almost like a cathedral. How they come together. If you've seen like the willow cathedrals that people have made.
DM,
So
Yeah.
cool.
can I check for traps?
I'll let you check for traps. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Ugh.
I don't like how he's sneaking.
11.
You don't
God.
perceive any traps.
Okay.
I hate that phrasing.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Very deliberate
seeing
phrasing.
Kaori kind of like look around and be a little alarmed. I'm gonna kind of poke around. I'm gonna do more of like an investigation checking, so like getting a little bit more up close. If that's
Yeah, I'll allow it.
okay. It's a 19 on the die. Plus 2, 21
There you go.
to investigate.
You don't immediately find anything that is that seems of an immediate danger.
Okay.
Okay. So, seeing that the group is wary of the situation, that they've taken heed of possibly this possibly being a trapped island, I'll go ahead and take their lead. I'm going to find a couple of like saplings. Going to find 2 5-foot long saplings, and kind of lop them off, and I'm going to lash them together and create a 10-foot pole, because I've seen this done before in the desert, for, like pit traps.
Where you,
And
like-
I'm gonna mine sweep in front of us essentially.
Okay. You're going ahead and minesweeping in front of you. This
So you just kinda see,
cathedral
like,
pathway of trees opens up to a large room. In this large room, you see another tunnel going off to the right, a tunnel going off to the left, and a tunnel going off directly ahead. On the left-hand side between the 2 tunnels, you see a hut grown out of trees as well, with its own little doorway.
Does it look like it's been recently used, or it's abandoned, or?
It doesn't look recently used, no.
Well, I want to make my way towards it.
I'll follow close behind her, just rapier drawn, just in case.
Kaori, as the 2 of you enter, you see a hut that has been grown of plants, that has been made of nature itself. You find a bed in there, and relatively modest living accommodations. Something that you in particular notice in Druidic, on the wall it says "Days Stranded," and then you see markings.
So it looks like somebody was stranded here.
How long?
How long does it say?
There's several months worth of days marked.
I mean, Slarum, look at this. I mean, this is like several months.
That's
Somebody-
so sad.
Right.
I mean, it looks
depending
comfy.
on whether. Can I look around and see what might have happened to them?
Yeah, are there
if
any
there
bodies?
Was,
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Can I assist?
There's no bodies.
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, go ahead. Anybody that wants to is welcome to.
I would like to roll investigation.
All right, so it's a 17 on the die plus my investigation is +1, so 18.
I got a nat 20.
I got a 3
Girl.
minus
Yeah, you
1,
did.
'This is
2.
a good die.
So Riesling is looking at like the hash marks and counting every single one, trying to find out exactly how long the person has been here.
And I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Oh, y'all did so good.
Looking for any sign of what might have
So-
happened to the
Riesling.
person who left these marks.
You see what seems like shelves that have been grown out of plants, and you see some like pieces of dilapidated clothing that's just worn down, as if it was left here a long time ago. And with such high perception
And a
check, or
nat 20,
investigation
a nat 20.
checks, you know that whoever left probably left in a hurry, because it looks like whatever their stuff was grabbed and gone.
Like important stuff was grabbed, but there was enough left behind that they.
But there was enough that was left behind.
Okay.
You can tell that some of this clothing and some of these materials are materials that you'd find on the mainland, but some of these things are, carpets woven of plants and things that have been created from the land here. Kaori, you see lots of other signs of druidic carved into certain things. You feel very strongly that this was a druid, whoever was here. And as you look closer, it doesn't look like this was carved with like a knife or a weapon, but almost as if the lore of your people, that when somebody comes so connected with the land, they can just have plants part how they want the plants to part. You feel like this druid just asked the plants to carve themselves.
Do I think it's a kitsune? Do I think it's one of my people?
I don't think you know.
Okay. Cool. Well,
whoever it was, they're not here anymore.
You guys want to go up towards the ship? Just take a look?
Yeah. I think we should continue.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Good plan.
I know. Great ideas, you guys.
All right.
So, again, from the tunnel that you entered from, there's one to the right, one to the left, and one going straight forward.
I want to say straightforward, but I don't know.
I mean,
I'm going to
Right,
defer to the captain.
Would a survival or nature check help figure out, like, looking at, like, where it's at, like, which tunnel maybe might...
You can try, yeah.
You can certainly try. No. That's a 2
They're tunnels.
total. They're tunnels. Straight ahead.
So, you guys proceed straight ahead?
That's what Kaori said.
So,
Well,
again,
yeah, fine.
you start heading through this tunnel, deeper into this forest, and you get to another clearing that opens up. There's a path, another tunnel from this clearing to the right, one straight ahead, and one to the left.
Are we in a maze?
Between the one to the left and the one straight ahead is a hut grown of plants.
Well, let's check it out.
Yeah, let's go look at the hut. See if he left a map in there, or she, if they left a map.
You walk into the hut, and it's clearly been recently disturbed. This seems to be and appears to be the exact same hut that you just left.
Like
Does it
the
look
exact
we
same?
recently disturbed
Like-
it?
Like you can
It was-
see where you guys have moved things. Everything's placed back where.
You cheeky forest.
Okay, so straight was not the right way.
Can I, like, talk to the forest? Ask it? a question? Like ask it to
Like, yo,
maybe
what's up?
show us the right way?
Speak
Do you
with
the
speak
deal?
with plants?
No, dang it. I didn't realize that was a spell.
Sure, that's a spell.
Yeah, it's his
It
spell.
is?
Speak with
Okay,
plants.
never mind.
It's a really aggravating spell because, like, what do plants say?
Yeah. Like, what do plants know?
You know, I've never had the thought to speak with a plant, so yeah, I guess I didn't realize it was a spell.
Sometimes it can give you some interesting stuff if someone died
Can
near
I
there.
do a check then? Like a nature check or a survival check?
Yeah, I will let you do that.
Can I?
See if
Oh wait, no. I
One
failed off.
tunnel seems friendlier.
Yep. What
Nature,
does the
survival,
frond
does
say?
it matter?
Whatever you would like.
I'm gonna do survival.
I will give you. I will change the answers according to what kind of check you're doing.
11. Dang it.
For survival check an 11. You feel like they're none of these plants or trees seem directly harmful. This seems like a very friendly, patch of nature. This isn't so. You're familiar with the forest. You're familiar with deep forest. This does not seem like the area of a forest that you would shy away from. You feel fine here.
No, like carnivorous Jumanji stuff going on.
Yeah.
Could I cast detect magic?
Absolutely. Okay. Go ahead.
There
And
you
That's
go.
what I'm gonna do.
There we go. Smart, smart.
Okay. What do I detect?
Every tree lights up like a beacon. These tunnels end in light. You feel like this whole forest has been created through magic. Dominic, do you mind muting for me? Sorry. And the whole forest lights up with light. You feel the forest has been created with magic. It is living and breathing magic. The forest is almost an entity within itself. This is one of the most deeply magical forests that you've ever been in.
This forest was pretty much created with magic. I'll let everybody know.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
I mean, it's
Created
pretty
with
cool.
Could I do like an arcana check to see if any of the tunnels seem more good magic than evil magic?
I will allow an arcana check.
Okay, since we know it's magical now.
Do I know what kind of magic? Can I know?
The thing
Detect
is,
magic.
I know that you're supposed to get the kind of
The
magic,
school of magic.
but the thing is I'm not really sure what school of magic would have created this. It's probably a weave of a lot of different forms of magic. This is something that's not a direct spell. It's almost like a network of living magic. If there's anything that is familiar to you, is that it's clearly has druidic nature, and there's druidic magic that's part of it, but it's also something magical about this place.
It's probably like a lot of abjuration, transmutation, crazy stuff.
What was your arcana check, Lauren?
2 minus 1.
Oh.
So I'm gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure
magic
someone.
here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone who could do plant magic did this. I feel very confident about that because there's plants,
Proud
and
of
you
you.
said there was magic.
Okay, well, do we want to try a different path?
Let's go left.
Okay.
Let's try it. Yeah, I mean, what could hurt?
Well, lots of things, but let's not
I'm
get
gonna
on
try
that.
to. I'm gonna try to speak to the tunnel as we go through it, and I was like, "Please lead us to the right place," and then we'll walk down it.
You go down the left tunnel through this cavern of trees, and you appear back in another chamber in a room. You see a tunnel to the right, a tunnel to the left, a tunnel forward, and a house made of trees and forest.
Son of a plant.
Is it the same?
It's the same.
Oh,
All right.
Do we have to go down the tunnels, or is it like, so you're saying like rooms, but is it more of like an outcropping, like a clearing, or is this like an enclosed space
like
that
an
we're wandering through?
enclosed, almost like chapel of forest.
What if we try going not through a tunnel? Is it just too thick in between all of the tunnels?
It's pretty much like a solid mass, but you can absolutely try.
Bella's gonna
your
try.
way
She's
through.
gonna like try and like squeeze, like going like through a bamboo forest almost, where she's like squeezing.
Bella, don't hurt it.
Could I
Don't
see
hurt
like if
it.
Sacred Flame does
You
anything?
you start. Let me finish this one real fast, and then we'll get to that. You start to kind of weave yourself into the forest, and you get in, and as you get, you go like 1 foot, and then another foot, and then about once you get like 5 or 6 feet in, you feel pretty encased in forest, and you lose track of what's behind you, and then you keep going, and you pull yourself out, and you find yourself on the opposite end of the same room, looking back at the rest of the party. You wanted to do Sacred Flame?
Yes.
So as you cast Sacred Flame against the trees, you see some of them like almost like separate away from the magical fire and then move back into place. While of course you hit some of them, they seem relatively unharmed as if they're being protected by this space.
Gotcha.
Riesling.
Like, what
are
she
you
just tried to
doing?
walk through and it didn't work. I thought maybe.
So you want to possibly upset a magic forest?
I mean, I didn't think of it that way. But it's not letting us go any other way.
We didn't
Can't
try
you
right.
see-
While they're doing all this, I have sat down and begun to meditate, trying to focus on the land and see if there's any connection that I can feel to it. I don't have any magical ability to do so, but I do have a very strong connection with my homeland. So
Yeah. I'm gonna have you do a perception check while you do this meditation.
Ooh. Just dig your fingers into the earth.
that's gonna be plus perception, so it's a 15 flat.
While you don't get a ton of information, there is something that just seems natural, like home in this place. And at first you can't pin it, but it's almost like there is like this little bit of movement, kind of like the cities of your home nation, how you could feel them slowly move. You feel like this place is moving in that kind of same way.
This place. It's not Earth in the strictest sense. It's alive, but in an intrinsic sense, like you and I are alive. It's
What?
I almost want to say sentient.
I was gonna say, do you mean sentient? Are you just doing a really fancy way of saying sentient?
I turned to the tunnel. I'm like, hey, are you making fun of us? And I yell that to the plants.
You see the trees kind of just move a little bit, and then Kaori, you see a tree spirit appear, not peer, go and turn its head and smile and then disappear.
They are making fun of us.
Does Kaori see it, or just Kaori?
Oh, yeah.
Kaori sees this.
Oh,
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm just like, I don't.
But
think it
I
said
see.
anything.
We all see the trees kind of move a little
All
bit.
the trees, everyone sees the
They're
trees.
shaking.
I think that's tree laughter. I
I
think they're laughing at us.
Yes, Riesling,
Quick,
yes.
okay,
Maybe.
Alright.
I'm going to summon Pure.
Okay. Pure appears, and he is more
Pierce.
solid than you've seen him in a long time, and clearly feels at home and feels safe. How would you like to communicate with Pure?
Pure, is there any way that you could talk to the tree spirits and so that we can make our way to the top?
You tell them I'm sorry for flaming them?
Okay,
Um,
you guys, if the trees laugh, I have a joke. Okay. Why did the mother tree get mad at the baby tree? Because he was being naughty. And I like look up at the trees to see if they like shake and laugh.
and then you see one branch kind of like.
I'm like, oh god, they're
Now we're never gonna
we're
make it up
yeah,
to the
we're
boat.
literally they're gonna
We're never gonna
we're
make
gonna,
it.
They're gonna kill us.
We're gonna
yeah.
die here.
Yeah, literally.
Pierre starts to walk around you, a smile on his face as he dances, and you start to hear this clicking and chirping and the wind coming through the trees, and it starts to make this music, this happy music, this happy playful music. It almost seems like a celebration, like a celebration march music, as Pierre wanders around this forest meadow, and that's how he responds to you.
Well, I mean, take your time.
He's a happy little bugger. Look at him go.
I mean,
Is he normally like this?
no, I think this is a good place. Even if, they are having a bit of fun.
Do you think you can convince them? I don't think Bella's method is going to get us anywhere. I think we'll end up back at
wonder
the shark.
How fast? Guys, you stay here and you time me. I wonder how fast I can end up back here.
Oh, I'll
And
grab
then
the other
run
one.
straight-
But wait, just don't hurt anything.
No. I'm just going to, and as I'm like running, I'm just going to, and I run.
I'm
into
going to
the
race
tunnel.
through one of the others
Which
to see if I
tunnel
can
do you
beat
go?
her.
Straightforward.
Immediately you find yourself running and you appear back into the chamber, and they're all standing there, and you keep going and you go through, and you kind of just see Bella run by, and then she appears back. Yeah.
I'm just hoping the trees are gonna laugh. That's what I'm hoping.
I'm gonna start following the tree spirits.
You can't see them. You didn't see them.
Can I not?
Nope.
I think you can see Pierre.
You can see Pierre, but you
is
didn't
super
see.
visible.
I'm gonna start
at the moment.
following Pure around, essentially.
Pierre is basically just going in a big long circle around, kind of parading himself. As you watch him, it seems like he's almost wondering, and as if he doesn't even know which way he's going, or he's not really thinking about it. As he's almost just kind of going, whatever way it feels right.
I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna walk into one of the tunnels and just kind of trust my intuition.
Okay, which tunnel would that be? Or do you want me to randomly select it?
Let's go ahead and randomly select it.
Okay.
Do I run
I'll do a
into
D4.
Oops.
Okay. You got a 2, so you're gonna go through the right tunnel.
Okay.
As you go through this right tunnel, the forest makes this canopy, and you enter into a room, and there's a tunnel to the right. There's no tunnel straight ahead. There's a tunnel to the left, and directly in front of you, there's a large treasure chest. Inside that this treasure chest, there is a rapier that is stuck through it,
Dibs.
pinning it.
We didn't follow him, did we? So we're back in the
Nope.
room and he hasn't
I'm
reappeared.
still-
He hasn't reappeared.
I'm still running like a dope.
I'm gonna shout back down the hallway. Follow me.
Do we hear that?
You guys don't hear that.
Okay.
I want to turn into a fox.
Mhm.
And kind of just like say to the tree spirits like I am a kindred of the forest and nature, like this is like from like this is my people are connected to nature, and I am hoping to be guided, and I'm also gonna probably close my eyes and walk through a tunnel.
Okay.
I'm gonna make
You also got a 2, so you go through the same tunnel. And you find yourself there with Solarum in that next room.
I got a 0 on my perception check to notice that both Kaori and Solarum are no longer in the room.
It's
so
okay.
I'm
I
just-
stick my arm out to clothesline you or to try to like stop you. Like,
I'm gonna
like,
roll a
I
dex
get
check.
you right in the
yeah,
throat, probably.
I'm gonna roll a dex check to see if 14 plus my dex 18. So yeah, I like right in front of it. I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm. They made it. They Solarum went,
Wait.
Kaori went, and they haven't come back the way you have.
What? They went where?
They went down the one on the right. I saw him go down the right one, correct?
Yep, the one on the right.
Oh.
But he didn't. They didn't tell me how. I just saw them go.
Yeah, you just saw him walk through.
Okay, the right one is the one we haven't tried yet.
Okay, I'm gonna go down the right one.
Yeah, let's go down the right one. So we go down the right one.
no,
No, walk with me.
Wait.
Alright.
Can I call Pierre to me again?
Yeah, you can call Pierre to you.
Pierre, can you guide Riesling and Bella for me?
Let's be real. Let's be real.
He-
Bella.
Cocks his head, and then he taps where his ear would be if he had an ear.
Like you can't hear me?
No, like he's trying to communicate to you.
Oh.
Hey, listen.
Okay. I don't know what that means though. Trying to figure this out.
Listen to what?
Listen? What do I need to listen to? I'm just gonna like copy the motion, like.
And then he starts to parade around this room now that he's in this new room.
Need to listen. Can I do a perception check?
Yeah, absolutely.
13.
You feel like the tunnel to your left sounds more of this forest, this music of the forest, than the tunnel to the right or the tunnel behind you.
Okay.
This is Lost Woods straight out of Zelda.
Real fast, you guys head through this right tunnel, and you find yourself in this next room with the treasure chest with the rapier.
Oh, so it was just the third one, the one we didn't go down. We just need to keep trying each of the tunnels so they can take us somewhere new.
No, shh. Listen.
What? It was the third tunnel.
Just follow me. Just follow me. Riesling.
Well, I would watch out for that chest. I think Bella's gonna want to go for that.
I think we should go for it.
And my eyes just like light up.
She's
and I go
already
straight for
halfway
the
there.
chest.
Okay. What do you do?
I check for traps first because I'm a good rogue. Investigate. 4.
I'm not saying it's a mimic,
You
but
don't see any traps
Yeah,
necessarily. It
6.
does seem like it's pinned close with the sword.
Does the
And,
sword look really nice?
You see that the sword
Trigger
looks
something
really,
right before
really
the
nice.
end of the episode.
But you do see like it occasionally like move like there's something inside trying to get out.
I'm gonna take the rapier.
What are you doing?
I don't
I
know.
say do it.
There's something inside. Should we let it out? It could be trapped in there.
It could be bad. Maybe it's in there for a reason.
It could be good. Maybe somebody put it in there because they're bad.
That is a solid 50-50 chance.
And I like those odds. And I pull the rapier out.
Okay. This is the rapier that you find.
Oh, sick!
The chest opens up and you see the skull. Ah, I'm free!
A skull says that?
It's so dry in here. And you see the skull just disemboweled from its body, talking.
talking skulls are never good.
Also, the chest is filled with a number of bottles of rum as well.
This is the coolest day of my life, you guys.
I'm so thirsty. So dry. Death is dry.
Do you want, and I pull some of my flask out that probably has like rum in it. Do you want some rum?
Yes.
Wait,
please.
Bella, wait.
What?
I'm so thirsty.
He says
We
he's
need to
thirsty.
question it.
My
This-
throat is so dry.
What's
Please.
your
You have a
throat.
throat.
What's your name?
Oh, you're right. But I feel it, and I need.
It's a ghost throat.
I I need some rum, please.
What's your name?
Phantom throat.
My name's Dave. They call me Chatty Dave.
Chatty
I can see
Dave.
why.
Can I make a perception check to see if the music of the forest has changed at all since being open?
Oh, good.
It has
good.
not changed.
Okay.
I will do that.
Why were you in the chest, Chatty Dave?
Really?
Well, Elroy used the rapier to close me in here. He got really, we were stuck here for a few months, and then he got really sick of me.
So he put you
I
in
wonder
there.
why.
Yeah.
Did he name you? Is he the one that named you Chatty Dave?
Elroy
Was
was
your
the
name
name of the
Dave
I was-
before you met
Yeah,
Elroy?
Elroy was the druid captain.
I was just kind of like one of the members of the ship. They'd pass me around, make sure that I was got my fill of rum, but then we got. Then there was the mutiny and the ship sunk and we got stuck here and.
I don't know. I feel like, what do you guys think?
Oh, that's supposed to be a secret.
I feel like
Oh, we're trustworthy.
What was the secret?
the mutiny.
I don't tell
Elroy's ship
secrets.
got stuck here.
There was a mutiny.
Oh, that too.
And it's like, how long ago was this? Do you know?
Maybe a few days, maybe a month or something. I don't know. I'm a skull and I'm dead, so
Tell you what, Chatty Dave. For each question that you answer, including the ones you already have, you'll get a swig of rum.
Oh, thank you so much. My throat is so
So
dry.
you've already answered what's your name? That's 1. How'd you get in there? That's 2. And how'd you get on the island? I would say mutiny's a pretty juicy secret, so I'll count that for 2. So you
I
have
didn't
to...
say anything about mutiny.
Oh, but are you sure you could get up to 6 if you elaborate?
I don't know anything about that.
It would be a real shame if all these bottles to rum in here with you just left without being shared with you at all.
I'll tell you anything. I have to keep secrets. I'm good at keeping secrets.
We're not saying you're not good at it, but the best secret keepers know who to share them with so the secret stays safe. And right now, we're the ones with the rum, which are secret lubricators.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
grab.
I've heard that if you tell secrets, you end up dead, though.
You are dead.
You are dead.
Oh, you're right.
So what's the harm?
Maybe I end up more dead?
I'm
make
gonna
a
grab.
persuasion check?
I want to grab a bottle
Okay.
of rum out of the chest and just start grab it and start drinking it in front of the skull.
You
That could
see
be
like
you.
his eyes get real, his eye openings get real wide, and he kind of makes like a little bit of a puppy dog look, and what are you gonna say as you persuade him?
Just basically what we've been doing. We're the only ones here. Just kind of elaborate on. Ooh,
You could get rum.
we could be a secrets club.
Oh, I love secrets clubs.
Yes. Well, we don't tell anybody else secrets, but since we're all part of the secrets club, it's fine if we tell each other
And
secrets.
the first rule of the secrets club is you
don't talk about secrets club. Yeah.
Can she get advantage on that since I'm
That's right.
drinking a
Yeah,
bottle
rum
of
and all
rum?
I'm
that,
sure.
okay.
Yeah, go for it.
17 plus my persuasion's not as
Come
good as
on,
my
you
deception.
silver-tongued captain.
22.
Okay. Okay. I would never tell any secrets, but if I were to tell a secret, what secret would I accidentally not tell?
The mutiny. Spill it.
There's this young man on the ship, one of the chief mates, Zebulon. You have to understand, Elroy had many ships, and Zebulon was one of the other captains, the captains that led another ship of his. He pulled up beside us and told us that there was a great danger, and as soon as he had us within range, he opened fire, and Bumblebeard just couldn't take it. Our ship couldn't take it, and it started sinking. and he just left us there. Many of our men dying on the deck. Tara, the one that had that rapier that you're holding, she bled out on Bumblebeard's deck, and we found ourselves on this island.
Who's we? You and Elroy.
Yeah, and Bumblebeard.
Bumblebeard, Elroy, you. Are you the last one remaining?
Well, I'm pretty sure I saw Bumblebeard drag himself up onto the top of the cliff up there.
All right.
I'm gonna like take this bottle of rum that I like took a big, and I'm just gonna like pour it on top of this skull.
Yeah. Pour one out from a homie.
That feels so good on my tongue. I'm so drunk.
All right. Calm down. So, we've got, and I'm just going to kind of like set up the bottle to where it's sort of like a rabbit feeder. Like put it between, use the chest, and so that way he can just stay under it while it pours out.
Slowly
so I don't have
out.
to keep holding it for him.
Yeah.
Like a little rabbit drip.
Do we want to do anything with this? Do we want to leave him here?
I don't.
I say we take him with us. He's a font of information.
Yeah.
As long as we've got rum, we've got answers, right?
It's true.
Well, there's quite a bit of rum in this thing, so we should be good for a while.
I just close the chest and pick it up, haul it over my shoulder.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, so you grab the chest, you lift it up, and what do you guys do?
I'm gonna say the music of the forest leads us that way, to the left. That's where we need to go.
So, do you guys proceed to the left passage?
Mm-hmm.
You go through the left passage, and you enter into a room. Another chamber. There is a passage to the right, a passage straight ahead, a passage to the left.
Is there a hut?
Among all around are forest spirits that all of you can see dancing and kind of moving around in this giant circle.
Can I join the circle and start
I'm gonna
dancing?
join the circle. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say the same thing.
I start
Absolutely.
jingling.
So that you, the two of you start dancing, and Kaori, you feel a little tap on your shoulder.
Okay. I look.
As you look over, there is another forest spirit, not Pier, sitting on your shoulder, and he holds out his hand to you.
I'm gonna grab it. It's so cute.
He drops into your hand a little seed.
What is this?
And then he holds up his hand, and a little foresty sword appears, and then you see him take a little forest, a little mini spirit version of the seed, and he places it on the sword, and the vines grow onto the sword.
Thank you. And I'm going to put it in my bag. I'll show you later, Riesling. I'll show you.
Cool. Do I get anything?
I'm gonna look over at my forest spirit friend. She is dancing.
It turns its head and it disappears. And Riesling, you see it proceeding to dance again to the music as it goes around.
I feel like I just got insulted. I'm going to stop dancing.
No, I'm gonna grab you and say no, but let's go.
Didn't want to join that dance circle anyways.
Dumb old dance circle.
Yeah. Stupid dance circle.
Can I do another perception check for the music?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me that perception check.
Oh, 9.
Oof.
No.
9.
It's hard. It's kind of faint, and while you're not positive, you feel like it's either the tunnel back or the tunnel to the right that it's coming from?
Well, probably want to go to the right, is what I would say.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like bow to my forest spirit friends and then be like, we should probably go right and make my way that way.
Okay. I follow.
You proceed through the right tunnel, and you enter into a room. There is a tunnel to the right. There is a tunnel to the left. Straight ahead is a large lake, and it's filled with fish. The water is crystal clear.
Water puppies? Are they koi fish?
They're quite large fish, but they might not be koi because each one has this large fin right down the middle of it.
Spicy koi.
Spicy koi.
Are they like baby sharks?
They're not baby sharks. They are fish.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say tiny Odotuses.
Oh, that'd be a lot of them.
Odotai.
That would be bad.
Okay, I want to do another perception check.
For the sound,
Yes.
I'm just gonna let you, rather than like force you guys to do perception checks all the time. Given time, you feel like it is the left tunnel.
Okay.
I'm gonna do, given that I found treasure in one of the previous rooms, I'm just going to really quickly do an investigate in this room while they're doing the sort of like listening or whatever. 10.
You see fish and you see crystal clear water. While that might not be wealth or treasure, and something very valuable for a ship that has contaminated water sources and food that's been fed by eaten by rats.
It's true. Okay, noted.
Yeah. I'm gonna like go over to the water before I head to the left tunnel and just like stick my hand in it, like very lightly, see if anything.
You're going over where? What?
To the lake, to the water. Just like kind of tap the water.
Yeah, it just feels like water.
Nothing happens?
Bad happens to you.
Can I see if it's potable somehow?
You feel like it's
drinkable.
very likely potable.
Okay, I'm gonna fill my water skin up with it then, because I have no use for rum.
You have a fresh, clean source of water.
I'm gonna also do that, seeing Riesling do that, and just kind of again like bow and like thank the forest after doing so.
Absolutely.
And
Looks fine to me.
I mean, it's probably the best water we'll ever drink. So
Yeah.
to the left.
Yeah.
To the left.
I'm just gonna run a little bit longer so we get to the end of this little section because we're pretty darn close at this point.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So you go to the left and you find yourself in another chamber. Once again, there is a tunnel to the right, a tunnel straight ahead, and a tunnel to the left. In this chamber, there's a whole bunch of vines, and 5 monkeys are swinging from vine to vine to vine. And immediately as you enter, you see some of them stop and take their eyes laser focused on the party.
Using all my spell slots here. I'm gonna guess speak with animals.
Okay.
Yeah, mine are well past gone.
Oh, they're so shiny. Shiny.
What are they
Look at
saying?
those scales, they're shiny.
What are
We
they
should take
saying?
them to our home. We should take it to our home.
Like the scales, like the scale meal.
Yeah.
What about my
Very-
scale mail?
Riesling, the monkeys like your scale mail.
Well, they can't have it.
Do we have anything shiny? Anything we
I'm
don't care
gonna
about?
reach into my bag and pull out like 5 copper pieces.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have like 12 copper.
Okay. What do you do with it?
And I'm just gonna kind of like hold it up in the air so they can see it.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna kind of scatter it on the ground.
I'm gonna mimic what he's doing because it seems like he knows what he's doing, and I'm just gonna be like, "Look at this copper, it's so pretty." And then I just like toss it.
Absolutely.
Y'all are treating them
And
like
as
moon
you do it,
strippers.
you see the monkeys start to swing down and dart one after another with extreme dexterity and lightning speed. They start to pick up these little coins. They're currently distracted. What would you like to do?
Where is the sound coming from?
Go ahead and give me a perception check because there's a certain amount of time before they run out of copper pieces.
23.
It seems like the sound is clearly coming from the straight ahead tunnel.
I'm just gonna say, let's go straight ahead.
I'm like booking it, trying to like hide my
Alright.
scale mail.
So loud.
Yeah, I'm very
So
loud.
good.
You run by and through this tunnel, and in the middle of this chamber is a tree stump. On this tree stump is a long staff with a hammer at the end of it. The hammer almost looks ceremonial in nature. Across from that hammer is a mace that's slowly glowing with white, like white energy in it.
I fight with a mace.
I say go for it, Riesling. Everybody else has been given a gift so far.
Hold on. We have to check to make sure nobody made it look extra shiny for a reason. I'm gonna do an investigation check for traps. 14. Right? Yeah, 14.
You do not think that there's anything of immediate harm.
While I'm going up to it, I'm just going to be loudly proclaiming, "Oh, great and glorious forest! If you do not want me to take this mace, strike me down before I can. I mean, don't strike me down, but stop me." And I'm going to start reaching forward to take it.
Yeah, you're able to take it.
Okay. How's it feel?
It feels mighty nice.
It's
It
got a
feels-
good heft to it.
Yeah.
Try to like balance it. Got good weight.
As you kind of move it and swing it around, there's almost like this trail of light behind it.
I start doing like raver dance moves, like
Oh my god. So this little seed I was given, that can go on anything or just a sword?
It can go on anything.
Okay.
dance with my new mace. Flourishing it.
I mean, there's a staff if anybody wants it.
Yeah, this force is giving out free stuff.
I hand Kaori my staff and say, maybe that gift that you were given earlier would be of use here, and I'm gonna walk up and take the staff.
As you lift the staff, it seems incomparably light for how big it is.
Yeah.
Just realized we didn't
Despite
check
the
for traps
fact
that
that
one.
the one end is rather large, and it almost looks like a ceremonial like hammer or something like that on the end of the staff.
All right.
Cool.
I'm going to take that same like loaf of the life bread, and I'm gonna break off another chunk, and I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle it on the stump, and reach down and kind of put my hand on the stump, and I silently thank the forest for its gift.
As this sprinkle of crumbs touch the stump, little shoots come out of it, living, having sucked the energy out of this life bread, and the magical living essence of this forest kind of absorbs it and takes it into itself.
All
Guys,
right.
let's never leave.
I'm seeing this.
Everybody should check our Discord chat for some stuff here.
Seeing
'cause this
this,
is-
what like Solarm sprinkling like food or whatever on the stump, I go and like pour some rum out, thinking it'll do the same thing.
You see it kind of wets the stump, but then it too kind of gets absorbed and almost like evaporates a little too fast.
So cool.
Let's not make the forest drunk now.
It's okay. I got this. I'm gonna go up and I'll pour some of that fresh water after that. Hydration.
This stump is like,
Okay.
this is more attention than I've gotten in a long
This
time.
stump is well loved. It's a well loved stump.
Which way is the music coming from?
This time it is coming from the left tunnel.
Left. Let's go.
And as you go through this left chamber, it opens up and you see the trees part. And you see a pathway up the cliff. And directly in front of you is the front of the ship, and at the figurehead is this large treant figure and with a beard of bees looking down on you. And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
Oh my god, we got Lou, you guys!
A bee beard?
Bumblebeard.
Bumblebeard!
Bumblebeard. Oh, I love it.
Well,
See,
thank you
this is one thing
everyone
I-
for watching us tonight.
Bees.
I do not know if I'm even on the camera because I think the camera died.
Yeah.
We're having like some issues with the DM camera for some reason.
But you can
It
look at
always
me.
works when we test
You
it,
can look
but
at
as soon
me
as
while
we're
you're
actually
talking.
live, it causes issues.
Yeah, it's looking
thank
at
you
me
so
and
much.
Start
Nicely.
mouthing, and it'll be like you're talking,
Yeah.
but he's talking.
Yeah, just mouth it for me, and we'll pretend like it's you. So thank you so much for watching us tonight. If you don't follow us on the Discord, please check out our Discord. On our Discord, we have this really cool thing called Ship's Crew, where you get to actually play with our party, and you can help our party.
Giving it my all.
Oh, you're cracking me up. You get to play with our party, and if you join our Discord, you get to be a part of the crew and help us out. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, follow, whatever platform you're on, do the things for that platform. It really helps us out. It helps us grow. Our next game will be yet another Adventuring Party, and that will be on Friday. It will not be on Friday. Sunday. Sorry, it'll be on Sunday. What I meant to say for Friday will be the next Pints and Paint, which is the stream that some of the behind-the-scenes crew just kind of come hang out and have some beers and paint some minis.
Yeah, give our crew some love. Watch them paint.
Thank you so much for all your support, and thank you for tuning in to us tonight. You guys are awesome. Good night.
Night.
Thank you.